with all the whip. Is there a lion tamer somewhere? Looking for some peace and quiet this weekend?
Of course! We're just washing up! Johnny!
Then you're looking in the wrong place. Dinner's in 5 minutes.
Where's Johnny?
Run. Yep. Let's do this.
Play the horse.
Bingo! Awesome!
It's a Johnny Test weekend. All this weekend on Cartoon Network.
Fanfare or the traditional checkered flag. Cam 2 continues grinding homeward without knowledge of its leadership position. Whittaker Moppy trails Magoon, also unaware of Martin's unfortunate circumstance.
How about some champagne?
It wouldn't do any good.
All right, then. We'll put you in the car. Honey, I did want to dance with you.
And I wanted to slip away without spoiling your fun. Don't look so worried. I'll be all right.
Wouldn't you rather have something under the hood than on it? This is the supercharged Bonneville. One of the world's most powerful sports sedans. Inside and out. It's time traditional luxury collected some dust. Luxury.
I know we want sale bargains, but do we really have to trek right up to the West End?
No, we're getting off here.
Clapham Junction?
There's a terrific home sale at Arding & Hobbs. The store with much more than you bargained for.
Arding & Hobbs home sale starts tomorrow. Big reductions in all household departments. Many at half price.
So many bargains in Clapham Junction at Arding
& Hobbs.
Arding & Hobbs.
Look, sorry about all that shit I said out there. You saved my life. Thank you.
I'll bet that hurt to say.
Sure. Listen closely. You're the best the Confederation has ever put together. Your objective, total obliteration. Brute force.
Shoe sale!
Perfect. A shoe sale.
Jam for you, sir?
These are cute. These are cute. These are cute. These are cute. These are cute.
Whoa, time out. Twix gives you chewy caramel twice, milk chocolate twice, and that great cookie crunch twice.
Okay, let's talk purses.
Time out for Twix.
Dispatched a second cruiser in hopes of finding the Trigati before it does any damage. But it may be a while before that cruiser arrives. When it does, I want you to make personal contact with it and coordinate the search.
General, with all due respect, the last time I made personal contact with a Minbari warship, I sent it straight to hell.
That's why I want you in that part of space, Captain.
これで豊山新入幕で12勝3敗関東賞あっぱれの成績を収めました。大鵬は12勝2敗。この一番に4連覇をかけております。一方の柏戸、優勝の望みはありませんが、今場所の不振と名誉挽回をかけております。さあ時間。柏戸左のドラ、大鵬をこらえた。左が入った。上手を取った大鵬。体勢は十分。左四つ。大鵬グイとつった。釣り出し。大鵬の勝ち。大鵬4連覇なる。これで今場所の全取り組みを終了いたしました。4場所連続優勝は15年ぶり。八山、栃木山、双葉山の2回、仙台羽黒山に続いて5人目の回記録であります。 なにわっこの相撲気分を嫌が上にもかきたてる櫓太鼓のバチさばき。1年ぶりの大相撲3月場所が難波の大阪府立体育会館で向こう15日間の蓋を開けました。吐き清められました15尺の土俵。史上4人目5連勝を達成戦という角界の麒麟児大鵬。大関に合わせ優勝も勝ち取らんとの野望に燃える関脇佐渡の山。闘志はまさに火の玉のようになって燃え盛ります。大鵬か佐渡の山か、優勝をかけた。さあ当たった、ただ突っ張った、ただ突っ張った、左に押し込んだ、大鵬交代、押し出し、押し出し、佐渡の山の勝ち、佐渡の山優勝になりました。土壇場のどんでん返し、佐渡の山優勝、真っ向無人大鵬を破りました。大鵬5連覇の夢はこの一瞬に打ち砕かれました。まさに劇的な幕切れ。荒れる春場所は最後にその新面目を発揮しました。師匠出羽海取締から大敗に祝いの酒を受ける佐渡の山。一門関係者心からこの優勝を祝福しております。
Today, Dave Ryan will understand the benefits of a little extra protection. Today, Brady Blackwell will come to appreciate a shatter-resistant shampoo bottle. Today, for the first time in years, Sheila Connor's grandpa will be able to walk with less pain. Today will be a better day for a lot of people, simply because of a material we call plastic.
It's my favorite place. When you get to the top, you think you can fly.
Sorry about your partner. Thanks.
Close the door.
Charlene wants you to come by this week for dinner.
Dear Atari Anonymous, ever since my husband Luno returned from Earth with asteroids, the new Atari home video game, he and the rest of the family do nothing but play asteroids. Luno says asteroids is good practice for his interplanetary life. Tell me, dear Atari Anonymous, with everybody hooked on asteroids, what on earth is a poor Martian mother to do?
New Atari Asteroids, now available for your...
You've made many friends on Thursday night. Now, meet Rachel.
It's like all of my life. Everyone has always told me, you're a shoe. You're a shoe. You're a shoe. You're a shoe. What if I don't want to be a shoe? What if I want to be a purse? You know, or a hat? No, I don't want you to buy me a hat. I'm saying that I am a hat. It's a metaphor, Daddy.
You can see where you'd have trouble.
Friends, Thursdays this fall on NBC.
In the movie Royal Wedding, Fred Astaire sang this song with a very pretty girl. Now, her name's, she was so talented, gorgeous, delightful, delectable. I can't think of her name. It was you. Yes, I remember it well. How could you believe me when I said...
Hot.
Excuse me?
How about a V8 Splash to cool you down?
No, thanks.
I know what you're thinking. Oh, V8, it must be rich and tomatoey. But in fact, V8 Splash is refreshing and fruity.
It is fruity.
See what happens when you make judgments based on outward appearance? Now, how about your phone number?
No.
I thought we learned a lesson here.
Fruity V8 Splash, a very different V8, now in new diet.
Curious pulsing flame as the plasma sheath envelops the orbiter, creates a mesmerizing dancing core. It is a phenomenon that physicists do not completely understand.
You're dead.
Mama nights are weird.
What do you mean?
They're going on and off.
Guys?
In a bright house, your internet connection is high-speed and easy to use.
So you can get online instantly and get to what you want faster, then get back to friends, family, fun, whatever.
Because the less time you spend online, the more you can spend on life.
Call now and get free activation on Roadrunner High-Speed Online or Earthlink High-Speed Internet Service from Bright House Networks.
In a bright house, everything revolves around you.
Years for 1 or 1 year for $99. Some restrictions apply.
We now return to Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School.
Presenting the Star Stage.
Your time is right, don't look far. You can be a rock and roll star.
With a real mic and flashing lights.
It doesn't take much for you to play.
Even echo sounds.
Scooby-Doo, 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 Scooby-Doo.
There's a mystery in town, so call the coolest pop around.
The world's a more exciting place to be. Super Mario World. It comes only as part of the system you are created for. The Super Nintendo Entertainment System, the next generation from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power, super power.
Ford claimed Expedition is biggest in its class because Chevy Suburban is so large. It's in a class of its own. We couldn't have said it better ourselves. Chevy Suburban is the largest sport utility vehicle on the planet, which makes it just about the right size for Texas.
This is Budball. He can spin. Here comes Katie rolling in. And this is Stewie. Where's he been? The Nurples. Each character sold separately.
So much fun to clown around, change and rearrange around. Yes, Nurples are a ball to be around.
Hey, Bud, what would you be if you had Stewie's ears? What? A bunny rabbit.
The Nurples. You can collect them all. Little characters like Budball, Katie, and Stewie. Each sold separately from Parker Brothers.
Love. Friends. Right?
Yeah, right. I mean, I know you said friends, and I'm sorry.
If you think you need extra strength pain relievers for headache relief, you should know this. A new medical study shows the amount of pain reliever in extra strength Tylenol is no more effective for headaches than Bayer aspirin. The fact is, there is no medical study proving that any pain reliever you can buy gives more headache relief than Bayer. Not Anacin, Excedrin, nothing. Why pay for extra medicine? For headaches, nothing gives you more relief than Bayer. Nothing.
Maxwell House has found a special way to pack coffee immediately after grinding. The exclusive Fresh Lock packet lets Maxwell House lock in freshness and more aroma than ever. New Maxwell House, our freshest ever.
Another chance, liable to come back and burn you. McMahon has done it here, and I mentioned there's a similarity in these two quarterbacks. When they start with a hot hand, they stay hot, and when they can get rolling inside the framework of that offensive game plan, they are even tougher than they would ordinarily be.
Carvello, the H-back in motion.
Fake reverse, and he'll go deep.
And wide open is Anthony Miller, and he's got it. 32-yard line of Seattle. 45 yards, first down.
And why was McMahon mad at himself? He underthrew what should have been a touchdown pass. It's a big reception, but watch how far out in front of Patrick Henner. Now, he's supposed to pick up help deep. And there's the help right there, Eugene Robinson, but Eugene is about 3 steps behind. Had that ball been thrown out in front, that would have been an easy touchdown for the fleet Anthony Miller.
Second to Darrell Green in the NFL's fastest man contest.
He is a flyer.
Oh, no question. The man can motor. And here's Spencer. And he has got 5 yards to the 27, and it's second down and 5. Alonzo Mitz makes the tackle next Saturday. Join NBC Sports for final round coverage of the Walt Disney World Oldsmobile Classic. Beautiful and demanding courses of Walt Disney World will challenge some of the best pros in the tour, including two-time U.S. Open champion Curtis Strange, Buzzy Zeller, Players champion Victor Tom Kite, and this year's leading money winner Payne Stewart. $800,000 up for grabs. Ooh, just a 9-iron away from the Magic Kingdom. That's next Saturday here on NBC. And here is Marion Butts, the big guy, and he rambles. 6'1", almost 250 pounds. Como with the tackle, first down. 11 yards.
Watching from the end zone.
Hey, you okay?
Was an absolute watershed moment, and violence is very much part of that game.
And you go through and you blow away human beings and you blast them into bits.
The irony about Grand Theft Auto is the juxtaposition. Wonderful game design, beautifully balanced gameplay, layered on top of all of that.
Now.
Someone's getting electrocuted. Someone's getting... Oh, okay.
He has words.
He does have words.
Calm down.
Sam, use your words.
Thank you for telling me your appointment. Yes, I was
Siri.
Oh, nice.
Could easily communicate with each other. Today, 3Com is making global impact across the full breadth of networking, connecting more computers in more companies in more ways than anyone. And at home, 3Com technology is the connection to the whole wide world. Where do you find the leaders who are making a difference? Exactly. NASDAQ.com.
When you can't see things, you get to have certain feelings about them.
I know what you mean, particularly about this cottage.
Do you? Because somehow well, my main feeling is that if I got to know it, to know what it's about.
Brass has always had one problem, until now. Delta introduces Brilliance, the extraordinary polished brass finish that's guaranteed to shine for life. Brilliance from Delta, the faucet.
For teen. This is the culmination of everything I've ever worked for. This is my chance to live forever. 55,000 people are about to scream my name.
It's a pump that helps the heart move the blood through the rest of the body.
Yeah, and that will fix her.
It's not a cure, but it will help her to remain healthy for a little while longer. And with some luck, Vicky's heart could heal on its own. What if it doesn't? She'll need a heart transplant.
Pleased to announce a radical innovation for your home. Sheets. The first wrinkle-free 100% cotton sheets by Classic Traditions. Right out of the dryer, these all-cotton sheets are soft, comfortable, and never need ironing. Their special design allows them to fit today's fuller mattresses. Just look for wrinkle-free sheets and a whole lot more.
That's my dad. He seems really nice.
Run, Dad! Watch out for his
Movement that emerged uniquely here in Jamaica in the 1930s, Rastafari. The University of the West Indies has been built on the site of two old sugar plantations. I've come to meet one of Jamaica's leading academics to see how Rastafari fits into the story of enslavement.
What were the conditions like on these two plantations and in slave plantations of Jamaica more generally?
Bad. You know, I mean, you take human beings, you try to turn them into objects. People resist. Jamaica is one of the countries in the Caribbean that had the most slave rebellions. And so it was a constant fight.
And how does this history of oppression pave the way for Rastafari in Jamaica?
Yeah, well, Rastafari became, in the early 20th century, a manifestation of this spirit of resistance. So it is that whole history of enslavement, oppression, exploitation of labor that we see going right through into the 20th century. And that is what propelled the emergence of Rastafari.
Mom, now that I'm getting older, I bet you wish you could still be with me wherever I go. Because when I'm with friends, you know, stuff comes up, like smoking. But don't worry, because we talked about that. Reasons I shouldn't smoke, the ways to say no, no thanks I don't smoke or get lost. So, when someone says, you want a cigarette, even if you're not there, your words are.
Well, I'm tired home. Maybe.
Al, where are the kids?
I just made a great new snack.
New Kool-Aid Cool Pumps Sherbety Snacks.
Frosty, icy, fun, a creamy flavor, it's the way.
It's Cool Pumps.
New Kool-Aid Cool Pumps. When you want another mix, slide it right up on the stick.
It's Cool Pumps.
New Kool-Aid Cool Pumps.
Comes in Chocolberry Fizz.
And Berry Berry Blue. Two great Kool-Aid tastes jumping just for you.
It's Cool Pumps.
Kool-Aid Cool Pumps. Wacky, wild fun from the freezer. Chocolberry Fin Kool-Aid Cool Pumps are also at your neighborhood Burger King.
Have thousands of stars. Okay, we have hundreds of stars. All right, we have lots of stars. Ricardo Montalban checks into the Golden Palace. And after an all-new Major Dad, Sherman...
I want to be with my family, so I'm all for anything that helps cut down on the time I spend hunting for gifts for friends and out-of-town relatives. That's why I bought these Safeway gift certificates. You can get them from $5 to $25, and the people you give them to can buy what they want.
And you don't even have to wrap them. We just mail them with our holiday cards.
Safeway gift certificates, so I'll have a little more time with them.
Everything you want from a store and a little bit more.
First, she learned about life. Now she learns about love. Mare Winningham and Blythe Danner star in the untold story of Helen Keller, The Miracle Continues. Don't miss it tonight at 8 right here on Channel 11.
I love it. And now you can get the steel building you've always wanted and save big. Future Buildings and Toro, the world's leader in DIY steel building kits, is selling off selected inventory at rock bottom prices. Save 20%, 50%, up to 70% off selected models during this limited time inventory sell-off. Simply call the number on your screen or visit us online for a list of...
We're live with Star Wars collector and expert extraordinaire Steve Sansweet and me. We have an update for you. Don't say we didn't tell you. It's gone. I kind of knew that was going to happen. I'll have to wait till the next time around. That's a real treasure. Lots of new things in the show. We have trivia questions. What did Wedgie Antilles say? Look at the size of that thing.
I knew that.
Yeah, that's guess who wrote the trivia questions for us? There'll be a lot more. We have some really wild ones too. Some ones that are going to tax you. That's the easiest one of the lot so far. Well, a QVC worldwide premiere. You can't get this in the bookstores. You won't be able to for a couple of weeks. We got it before anybody. The brand new Star Wars novel by Christine Rush. Christine is the Hugo Award-winning editor of Science Fiction Fantasy Magazine.
Right.
And also an author, a fine author on her own right, done lots of science fiction novels. This one, The New Rebellion, is, like I said, brand new to QVC and not in the stores. It's $22. F15058. And as you dial in for it, I told you there'd be lots of surprises. We have Christine Rush on the telephone, and Steve can hear the call now, so this should be real interactive TV.
Hi, Christine.
Hi, how are you?
Christine, doing well. How about you and yours?
I'm doing just fine.
can you just tell us briefly where this novel takes us and who this new villain is that we meet? And he's not an Imperial officer.
Well, this novel takes us, it's written in the later part of the New Republic, and it takes us to all different far reaches of the Star Wars universe. And the new villain is a person by the name of Queller, who has a particularly interesting vendetta against the New Republic itself.
Mm-hmm. He has a past, too, doesn't he?
I'm sorry?
He has a past, also. I mean, he's not someone who is a stranger to the heads of the New Republic, especially
Oh, no,
Luke.
he knows an awful lot about everybody. And
Now the hands that scrub are still gentle enough to soothe. And the hands that tackle the toughest grease are still so very kissable.
Oh, we got other fish to fry just now, Dale, but you knock 'em for a loop, yeah?
You knock 'em for a loop, Dale. Just like Mr. Harris says.
Lasting freshness. Cert's Cool Mint Drops. Coolness outside, inside a drop of Retsin for fresh, clean breath that really lasts. Cert's Cool Mint Drops, so you can keep your cool longer. Available on Fresh Mint, too.
Your father?
No.
Well, it takes care of...
Takes care of the immediate family.
You just heard one man's family. Is the person further than one generation away from you, Mrs. Bergner?
She is one generation from Mrs. Bergner.
An aunt?
No.
No.
A sister?
No.
What else can it be?
Well, you've hit just about everything but what it actually is. There's $20 down, $60 to go. We turn to Miss Jane Meadows.
Could it be a niece? No.
No.
Or a cousin?
A cousin.
A cousin.
Oh, yes.
Something about your cousin, and I take it that this is a woman.
Yep.
Is your cousin famous? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is your cousin famous in the entertainment business? Yes.
Mhm.
As an actress?
Mhm.
Yes. An actress in movies? Yes.
Mhm.
Is she in the movies right now?
Currently, not at this moment, no.
Is she under contract to a studio?
I don't believe she is, no.
Is she a star?
She is a star, yes.
Is she blonde?
She is kind of medium blonde. Panel, our time has run out. I want to reveal this secret because it's going to be an awful lot of fun. Mrs. Bergner, will you tell the panel what your secret is?
I'm happy to say that Lorraine Day is my cousin. At least her mother.
I'll tell you the details.
And I'm so happy to meet you. Well, now. thank you Your very mother much. is my own cousin. Well, I'm delighted to meet you. Thank you. And I hope my mother's watching this show. I hope so, too. Thank you.
Nice to have had you, Mrs. Bergner. You and Lorraine can chat after the show. I'm afraid our time is all up, friends. That's all the time we have for questions tonight. In just a moment, I will tell you about the famous celebrity who will be third degreed by our panel on our program.
You know what? Dad's in there, so I'll just, forage for berries.
Look, I am not happy about this situation either, but I am in there making the best of it. Not out here diddling a basketball.
Only at A&S, 50% off selected Sealy 3-piece sets. Even a Posturepedic Sealy 3-piece set, 50% off tomorrow only at A&S. Terrific.
Join in a touching song of love in Lily, 3:15 p.m. Sunday here on Channel 5.
With the Craco cordless telephones, you can talk up to 2 blocks away.
To figure that out, it took a genius.
With the Craco cordless, when they want you, they get you.
I told you never to call me in the morning.
With the Craco cordless, you get crystal clear sound.
I could tell it was you, sweetheart, by the heavy breathing.
With the Craco cordless telephone, you're always available.
No, Josephine, I will not be home for dinner.
Craco cordless
Available at Murphy's Mart.
It's Gifts for Her on sale this week at Caldor. Our entire stock of sweaters, 33% off. Bath and body gift sets, 30% off. Lady stirrups or leggings, 2 for $12. Timex watches, 30% off. Now through Saturday, Gifts for Her on sale at Caldor. The more gifts you need to buy, the more you'll appreciate.
You want 2 million boom boxes and you'll deliver them yourself?
That's right.
Really?
Hey, love the hat.
Thanks.
How come she's not getting Alpo?
Alpo's for special. It costs more.
Sure, but for a few pennies more, you get a lot more beef.
Charlie, this has beef.
Baby, most dog foods don't have half the beef Alpo Beef Chunks Dinner has. Look, your brand or Alpo. Alpo's got lots of nourishing meat byproducts, real beef, plus soy, vitamins, and minerals.
She picked Alpo.
Sure. Alpo's got the meat she loves.
You're so smart.
Alpo, a few cents more, a lot more beef.
Indiana for the four-wheel fall classic, and we're down to the semis with a pair of Dodge trucks, a pair of Ford trucks. There is Todd Frolick and Rampage, and he goes up against the Stinger Ford with Eric Meager.
You know, Gary, one thing interesting here, it's not only a war between manufacturers Dodge and Ford, but you see Firestone and you see Goodyear out here. They want to take a win home with them. So there's a lot of different people involved in this thing. We're talking about the sponsor involvement in the past. Nobody wants to go out of here without a win.
Of course, as you mentioned before our break, this would be the challenge of the factory-back teams here this afternoon.
Bingo. Detroit's watching this race, I'll guarantee you.
Left lane, the left lane. Todd Frolick from the left lane. A 482.
Frolick makes a move on him and backdoors him out of the left lane all weekend long. That's been a no-no. Psychologically, Frolick just thumped this kid.
Well, now we take a look at the teammates. Frolick's teammate, Fred Schaefer, barefoot, lane selection, far lane, the right side. And, yeah, they just flip-flop from what we just saw in the Bigfoot Ford.
We got a race. Gary, we got a race. Barefoot takes a win. And look at this, the quickest ever. A 4.59. The quickest run ever in monster truck racing. We just witnessed it.
It will be an all-Dodge final here at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. Here's the fastest guy ever, Fred Schaefer.
Come here. Fred, when you're hot, you're hot. I'm sorry your crew doesn't get any more excited than this.
Army 459, unbelievable. Boy, this Dodge Ram is great. Nobody's ever running 4.6s but us, and now we have 459.
How did you feel when she was giving you hand signals coming up the return road that's what you were running?
I knew it had to be good, Army. It's unbelievable. We're gonna leave here in third place, Army. We ain't happy with the points, but we are happy with turning the fastest times in monster truck history, and we got something to brag about.
Call it the Big momentum for the Dodge.
Is here, and to make sure your car takes the change of seasons in perfect stride, stop by your Napa Auto Care Center now for our spring specials. Look for the sign of quality car care. Napa.
I'm back.
For you, sir.
Give them an Ultra Freedom Dual with 2 built-in lenses for large groups and tiny tims. Freedom Dual can put the holiday spirit into anyone. Season's greetings from Minolta.
We appreciate you. I hope you know that.
I appreciate you a lot.
I've had a lot of people thank me for my service.
But since I've gotten back,
there are people who've served me.
Will I see you tomorrow?
I'm gonna work at the beach.
Well, then I'll come lay by your tower.
No, don't do that. I'll be too distracted watching you, and people might drown.
Here in New York City, it's the funniest commercials of the year, 2007.
I know public speakers sometimes use tricks to help them relax. If you need to picture me naked, it's cool.
It's another year of nothing but clean and wholesome commercials like this.
Flat buns, I like flat buns. Better line on the block, room a VIP.
Better night. What? Fries.
Funniest commercials of the year 2007. Next Wednesday night at 9 on TBS.
Very funny.
Hello?
Lisa, what can I get Dad for Christmas?
Off the top of my head, a Black & Decker cordless screwdriver with double function bit, or a 72-piece socket set.
He's got one.
Apparently, you've still got it.
Oh, yeah.
Or a Seconda quartz watch with rotating bezel, and a Carmen facial sauna with mist and steam settings.
What would he want with that?
No, I want that for helping you out.
For a whole catalogue of answers, Argos takes care of it.
Talk to the winner. Well, Steve Kane, the winner's flag is going to go to a new truck tonight. It's either going to go to Minnesota or it's going to go to Texas. What do you have to say about it?
I feel it's going to go to Texas.
You did something nobody else could do tonight. You won out of the left lane. You not only won, you won by 2/100ths of a second over Bigfoot. It took an extra special driving effort on your behalf. You're doing a great job with that truck, and I know you're going to go back in that left lane because USA 1's not going to come out of the right. But I don't believe you're as worried about it now as you were a moment ago.
No, I was kind of...
Surplus en Bandera Road tiene 50 tamaños de lonas a prueba de rupturas, gran variedad en bolsas de lona, chamarras de cantería $49.98, chamarras de vedor $49.98, chamarras de motociclistas $199, chamarras de vedor en piel $199, chalecos de piel $79.98, camisas y pantalones de camuflaje $19.98, botas para la selva $29.98, botas de combate $49.98, botas de ciclista y Red Wings $49.98, literas con colchón incluido National Army Surplus 5600 Bandera Road 680-3322, 2 cuadras dentro del 410.
Labs. The virus that causes shingles is sleeping in 99% of people over 50. It's lying dormant, waiting, and could reactivate. Shingles strikes as a painful, blistering rash that can last for weeks, and it could wake at any time. Think you are not at risk for shingles? It's
Give it up for our coaches.
Blake and I have been quarantining together this entire time,
Wow, I'm sorry, Gwen.
October 19th.
Sing that
song! The Voice is back.
I got a present for you, but because we're social distancing, I'm going to launch it at you. You ready?
Oh.
Hey.
Phil, baby, I'm sorry. I love you so much. I really do. Call me.
She's a little thing, isn't she?
You know what? I don't need you to be happy. I hope you die.
I don't think she means.
Could have been a very funny picture, or
well,
as it was done, Preston
Sturges. Could have been a funny
anything.
picture, but I'm just sitting there saying,
all right,
how can he be so stupid? You know, how could well anyway?
How can the director be so stupid?
That's another good question. Our next movie is named Android, and it's a science fiction story that takes place millions of miles from Earth in an isolated space station where a mad scientist played by Klaus Kinski is trying to create artificial forms of life. Now talk about a lonely guy. One day Kinski and his assistant, an android named Max, received an SOS call from a spaceship in the vicinity, and Max is thrilled to hear that there's a woman on board the ship. And Kinski, though, is annoyed that his research is being interrupted.
Some people arrived. I put them in the foreman's quarters.
Why didn't you wake me?
You said you didn't want to be disturbed.
Max, I warned you. You are not under any circumstances to make your own decisions.
Yes, sir, but the code specifically states...
Don't tell me about the code. What type of ship are they flying?
An SCRP.
How many are they?
3, sir. And one of them...
You didn't say anything about the experiment?
No, sir. Of course not.
Later in the film, Max gives a guided tour to Maggie, the woman from the spaceship, and introduces her to Cassandra, a recently manufactured android.
Her temperature is regulated in much the same way as yours.
But it isn't...
Alive? Yes, she is alive. As you are. Or I am. Of course, she'll function with a degree of elegance and sophistication far beyond my capabilities.
I guess you could call Android sort of a cross between Silent Running, that movie about Bruce Dern isolated on a lonely space station, and Invasion of the Body Snatchers, where your best friends might turn out to be pod people. Android is not another dumb space opera. It's an interesting movie with a lot of humor, an intriguing plot, and some thought-provoking ideas about who does and who does not deserve to be called a human being. I like this movie.
Yeah, and I think that's a very good line you just had there at the end, because I think that's what comes up, obviously, Mac.
With scheduled delivery to every address in every European country it serves. at prices other air delivery companies might find a little scary.
Grandma, Mommy says that you was going to Cape Coral Hospital. Are you going to have a baby?
Oh, no, just a little surgery. Cape Coral Hospital's day surgery program is designed with your comfort and convenience in mind. Your surgery is performed by a specially trained staff. You have the security of our full-service hospital without the cost of staying overnight.
Mommy, Grandma's home.
Cape Coral Hospital Day Surgery Program.
Nous expose certains bénéfices du plan Intermax.
OK, grand pas masque. Avec ma carte d'appel belle, je peux aller n'importe où en vacances. J'économise sur chaque appel. Peu importe quel point de visite. C'est sûr d'approcher. Merci. C'est comme le plan Intermax pour un pop.
Des rabais de 20 et 15%, même avec la carte d'appel. Un avantage du plan Intermax.
完全には治っておりません。しかしジャガー横田っていうのは本当に休むのが嫌いな人ですね。それだけレスリングが好きなんですね。普通の人だったらどうですか。やはり1ヶ月ぐらいは病院にいるんじゃありませんか。
そうでしょう。まず脱臼するようなことが考えられないような場所でしたからね。
本当ですよね。ジャガーの反撃が開始されるか。立野が捕まった。立野が捕まってます。カウントが入りました。カウントは2でした。顔を真っ赤にしてジャガー横田の反撃が始まりました。立野ちょっとモールを落としている。ジャガーが一気に飛んだ。いいか。
Just hoping maybe you could recognize a face or two. I know her. Who is she? She called herself Mrs. White. She paid me a visit right before Miranda left. What'd she want? She said that...
Two best-loved holiday classics.
Good grief.
And good cheer. It's the Peanuts Gang's Christmas Spectacular. But what's Linus's secret of Yuletide spirit?
I can tell you what Christmas is all about.
A Charlie Brown Christmas. Then, 'twas the night before Christmas. Who can save St. Nick in the nick of time?
3 seconds to Christmas.
Wednesday.
Hello. With winter setting in, some people are worried about drinking a wine cooler when they are a whole lot cooler than they'd like to be already. So Ed got himself a cooler warmer and has developed a warmer cooler. This is simply Bartles and James heated up along with a cinnamon stick. So if you live in Minnesota or Antarctica or someplace like that, stock up on Bartles and James. It is not only the best cooler cool, but also the perfect cooler for those who prefer a cooler warmer. Thank you for your support.
Not until I looked up her birth certificate. Born Blind River, Ontario, 1934, out of wedlock. Mother was a waitress, Simone Plant. Father was a lumberjack named Barney Quill.
Hey, Susie Q, what's cooking with you?
Your teeth look whiter than new.
My teeth aren't new, but my toothpaste is new Pepsodent. Get with it, kids. New package, new flavor, new formula, too, means brighter smiles for me and you.
You'll wonder where the yellow went when you brush your teeth with Pepsodent. The new formula with IMP gets teeth much whiter. You can see it cleans the stains and film away, while Irium fights tooth decay. You'll wonder where the yellow went when you brush your teeth with Pepsodent. The taste is new, so fresh and clean. That new taste really lasts, it's keen. And while it makes your smile a rave, it also makes your breath behave. So start going steady right away with Pepsodent. Get some today. You'll wonder where the yellow went when you brush your teeth with Pepsodent. Pepsodent, Pepsodent.
From Midway. We have everything you need to live the young, hip, jet grind radio lifestyle. You skate, you groove, you bomb bricks, and run from the man.
Jet grind radio on Green Pass. Ready people, team.
On for free Johnsonville sausages. That's right. You get all of this, and it's just a call or click away.
Call 1-800-238-1359 right now to order your Johnsonville Sizzling Sausage Grill Plus, or log on to www.grillsausage.com. That's 1-800-238.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Dionne Warwick.
Bring in your step and makes things lots of fun. It's that little lift from Wrigley Spearmint Gum. It's that little lift. Come on and get you some. That clean, fresh taste Wrigley Spearmint's got. That little lift that means a lot. It's that little lift from Wrigley Spearmint Gum.
And I am back.
How'd it go?
No, Pam. I'm back. For good. Kevin Nealon. Everybody, may I have your attention, please? It is with great honor and privilege.
You know how rich and creamy this tastes. You know how rich and creamy Hills Brothers Toffee Mocha tastes. If you know how rich and creamy this tastes, you know how rich and creamy Hills Brothers Bavarian Mint tastes. These are Hills Brothers flavored coffees. And now try our newest flavor, Cinnamon Mocha. It just might be our richest, creamiest taste ever. But you'll never know until you try. Hills Brothers flavored coffees.
Largest military power in the world.
I had a shortwave radio that I could listen to the BBC on, and there was all kinds of reports for probable casualty figures, and that definitely was on your mind.
But there was little Iraqi resistance.
They would exchange a few rounds, maybe for a show or for pride, I don't know, and then their hands would come up, the flags would come out, and they would come looking for someone to surrender to.
We realized what a disorganized, discouraged, demoralized force we were fighting as a result of 30-odd days of air campaigning, and the Marines were in Kuwait City in short order. This was not just a test of America. This was a test of the international community. It was part of our effort to show a united front to the Iraqis.
Troops from Saudi Arabia were the first to be greeted by overjoyed Kuwaitis. And on June the 10th, 1991 in New York City, 4 million cheering people honored the American soldiers with the largest ticker tape parade in American history.
Americans are looking to celebrate the notion of the Persian Gulf War being a good war and a war that didn't hurt anyone except the bad guys. The Gulf War was a big hit.
Since the time that American troops had returned from World War I, and another generation of American soldiers came home from the Gulf War, and the United States had grown from a minor player to the globe's only superpower.
We are number 1 and number 2 is number 12. But at the time, we saw that there was a new world of some kind emerging, and a term we used at the time, which is not in favor.
Hasta la vista, El Bricko. Send me a postcard from Acapulco.
Garfield, did you mean what you said about me being your girlfriend?
Let's have a snack and discuss it.
Maybe we should just read a good book.
on the outskirts of Nome.
2015 inland mining.
After a year of prep and $1 million spent, Steve Pomranke's inland operation is...
Ahora Sears tiene todas sus marcas favoritas. Y en Sears, su dinero vale mucho y muchas cosas más.
Drug kingpins escape, government corruption is charged at 11.
Continue with Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys.
Cops in the U District.
Yeah, I've been working the University District for just about 6 years now, and it's a young place, it's a very active place. You always got to stay on your toes. Like right now when I'm working the fraternity or sorority area, Greek row, I'm always on the lookout for suspicious behavior, because you never know what these guys are going to pull. You never... Like that, right up there. What the heck is going on up there? I don't believe this. Okay. Hey, what are you trying to prove, mister?
I just picked up her books.
All right, you're a fraternity brother, right?
Yeah.
And you just treated a woman with respect? You didn't even hoot at her as she walked away? Well, what did you join a fraternity for in the first place, mister?
Well, I just thought...
All right, save it. Now listen, I'm going to check your blood alcohol level. I want you to blow into that. I'm not measuring any alcohol in your system at all.
I don't drink.
All right, now listen. Do you realize it's a very serious offense? I'm going to give you a warning this time, but I want to see you shotgun this beer, and I want to hear you say, woo! Professors, they're dangerous. You know, they bite. They'll bite you. English profs are usually a little too hammered, you know, to be any problem, but the thing with them...
Husky 1, come in, please.
Yeah, Roger.
417 at the registrar's office, disturbance in progress.
Okay, I'm on it. I hate these. Okay. Hey. Now, how old are you?
35.
And what class are you in?
Well, I'm a 10th year grad student majoring in sociology. No, chemistry. Was it economics?
It was. All right. Let's go.
Although I've always been interested in the law.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Listen, you have the right to remain silent, although, as a graduate student, I don't suppose that's very likely. If you...
Won't think you're heading off.
Been a better time to be a girl, to be brilliant, fierce.
To be fierce, to start something.
There's never been a better time to be a girl.
Not the 1950s. Not the Middle Ages.
The Victorian era definitely stunk.
There's never been a better time to be a girl. Take barriers and smash them to pieces.
There's never been a better time to be a girl.
There's never been a better time to be what you are, a force to be reckoned with, a girl.
There's never been a better time not to use drugs.
Don't blow it.
And to investigate. Next on Mystery.
It's probably for you, Mr. Van Horn. We weren't expecting any calls. Yes? All right, I'll meet you there. That's all we have to discuss.
Warranty, great deals. All add up to the best values in America. See your Chrysler dealer or visit Chrysler.com.
bear's attack. Amazingly, our cameraman got away from this terrifying beast, only to stumble his much angrier friend.
Hey, boo-boo. He's a scary-looking creature.
You said it, Yogi.
Stand up.
I've been like that.
Come on.
We really had it. I don't believe it.
Okay.
She really had it.
Panel
I think I lost for Orville.
Before we clear up the matter of Orville, let's find out who our imposters are. Number one, you got yourself 3 votes. Could you tell us, please, who you are and what you do?
My name is Betty Jo Newman. I own the Tickle Pink Petunia Antique Shop in West New York, New Jersey.
Oh.
Yeah.
And she fooled us.
And number 3, you aided and abetted in the downfall of our panel. Could you tell us about yourself, please?
My name is Angie Smith. I'm a housewife and mother of 4 children, and I have a brown thumb.
Jane, Orville? Why Orville?
Talk about drawing a blank.
Oh, just a little. Well, everybody makes mistakes. We'll allow that to work.
Thank you.
There was a complete skunk. There were 4 incorrect votes, giving you the jackpot of $500. We forgive you, Orville, and we forgive you everything. Thanks for joining us on To Tell the Truth. And we'll be back after these words, so don't go away.
We got an unstable condition here. Get your damn people out of here. Don't tell Johnny.
After my DVT blood clot, I wondered, is another one around the corner? Or could it be different than I thought? I wanted to help protect myself.
The Martians are coming! But wait! Super Mario is here! This time on Game Boy! It's portable, it's in stereo, and
it's coming. The new improved taste of Triple cereal. A taste that's so much bigger, you can't help but notice. A taste that's better, because those crisps are bigger, crispier, and tastier than ever before. But we don't want you to take our word for it, so we're sending out millions of samples to prove it. Which means we had to squeeze a big new taste into a little box. Try new improved Triples today. Bigger, better taste.
Sven, do you want to talk to Mr. Richards?
This is a Showtime feature presentation.
Imagine a business lender with the speed and service of a local bank. Imagine the strength of 500 bank offices across the Northeast working as one for your business. Add the resources of a $30 billion financial group. The ability to take your business anywhere it wants to go. That's what's behind your local North Star Bank.
In now to America's Funniest Home Videos. Post Office Box 4333, Hollywood, California 90078. Enclose a $3 handling fee, U.S. check, or money order if you want your tapes returned. Not responsible for lost or misdirected tapes. For full contest rules, write this address.
And discrimination, the same rights for everybody that white men get.
They did so at the risk of being harassed, of having physical violence threatened, of having ketchup smeared on them, of having people try to put cigarette butts out on their
It all started with $2 spent on lottery tickets. For a woman who lived in Lincoln, Illinois, one of them was the dollar that changed her life.
Every year, millions enter the Illinois State Lottery, hoping their dream will come true. Here's one dream that did.
Like many of us, Karen and Stephen Shanley have daydreamed about how they would spend $1 million.
We're a family of 5, and having to raise 3 kids was no easy chore, you know.
In order to help with the bills, I had to work, and I worked out at Lincoln Developmental Center. I worked as a supply clerk, and it was a lot of lifting and walking, and we had to go out in bad weather, too. But if you have to do it, you have to do it.
The Shanleys were living from paycheck to paycheck.
At the checkout line, Karen always wondered what it would be like not to have to watch every penny spent. There was always one indulgence she permitted herself.
I would get my shopping done, and afterwards I'd go by the little window where we purchased the lottery tickets, and I would always buy 2. Once in a while I'd win a free ticket, $2 or $5, but nothing ever bigger than that.
Well, we have instant lottery games in Illinois in which you win instantly. That's how we create millionaires with our lottery games. Karen became one of 30,000 people approximately who won $25 or $50 in the 7-Eleven 21 instant game, and therefore qualified to be in the preliminary $1 million grand prize drawing.
3 months passed before they heard any more news.
One day we got a letter in the mail, and it told me that I was one of 12 finalists in the $1 million drawing. But I just didn't want to get my hopes up, and I really didn't think I could win.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the Illinois State Lottery's 7-11-21 game millionaire drawing.
The suspense was almost more than Karen could bear. Only 2 names were to be selected out of 12 finalists. The first runner-up is announced.
Ray Lysak. What you come up with?
Hey, guys. I'm feeling better now.
All right, it's the next exit. Then 4 miles straight into the desert.
Tell you what. Let me out. We split the goal 4 ways. Everyone wins. Marcia gonna kill me.
Incorporated, it's time for the wet ingredients. Oil is added first and quickly mixed.
Eggs and buttermilk are next. Buttermilk will give the cake its velvety texture.
This Saturday,
what's up, Doc?
join Alf, Garfield, Kermit, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Cowabunga, dude!
Plus all your favorite cartoon characters as they join forces to help keep kids off drugs.
Why don't you just say no?
Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime special.
You're excellent just the way you are, without drugs.
The Cartoon All-Stars to the rescue. Saturday on Fox.
Smokey! On CBS Saturday morning.
Quiet on that.
He's a one-man wedgie machine.
Wedgie!
All new and animated The Mask, coming soon.
From Walt Disney Pictures.
Pocahontas!
Here she comes.
Show off.
On television. I'm sorry. Plimpton. My friend wants him in television because of those great games. His dad wants him to have the other video game because it's cheaper. Could you do something about the price?
Dear, what was his name? I think I have something that'll make your friend very happy in television, too. The people at Mattel Electronics have drastically reduced the size and price, but it plays the same great games. Your friend's father has no excuse now.
Be with your friends.
Thank you, Captain.
I mean, let's face it, Doc, there's no point in both of us being with her. After all, one of us could be free to play the field all night.
You're right. She is Julie's friend. And I wouldn't want to let down our cruise director.
Hey, why don't you guys just do it the fair way? One of you flip a coin, and whoever loses will just have to suffer.
Qué bien se siente comenzar la mañana en el Ford Escort. Espacioso, de buen precio y mucha confianza. Por algo es el auto de mayor venta en el mundo. No cabe duda que hice una muy buena compra.
Qué bien se siente comenzar la mañana en mi Ford Escort. Espacioso, de buen precio.
In the fall of 1866, as the Central Pacific completed its track to Cisco, 92 miles east of Sacramento, Chinese work gangs were hurried to Donner Summit, where 7 separate tunnels had to be dug. The most difficult was number 6, the Summit Tunnel. November snows were already beginning to blanket the mountains.
You're watching the Acme Hour, right here on Cartoon Network.
I think, for one, that he was probably a closet homosexual who did a lot of cocaine, that Yale thing.
What kind of man was he, besides the information you've just given?
I hope I'm not being cross-examined here.
You feel like that?
No, not really.
Hey, 'twas right around Christmas, and as you can see, Arthur Treacher's giving gift certificates free. Don't pay for gift certificates, get them free with a family pack. Coupons can save lots of money for you. On fish, on chicken, on shrimp and clams, too. Certificates and coupons worth more than $5 free when you buy an Arthur Treacher family pack.
Daddy, after work, don't forget to bring home our family pack.
Free gift certificates.
Moved upon the face of the waters, and God said, "Let there be light," and there was light.
I had an enormous feeling that there had to be a power greater than any of us, that there was a God, that there was indeed a beginning, and that maybe even our choosing to read from Genesis wasn't a haphazard thing, that maybe it had been ordained some way.
And from the crew of Apollo 8, we close with good night, good luck, a Merry Christmas, and God bless all of you on the good earth.
We all felt how far we'd come. It had been 10 years since we'd started. Gus would have been proud. He never did make it to the moon, but without him, we wouldn't have gotten this close when we did. We'd gone around the moon. All that was left was the landing. But that wasn't going to be easy.
Very interesting. In China, a doctor just put his name and number on the card. Here is different.
Phone, fax, email address, website. You're right, Samuel.
Thanks so much for taking care of the cat, the flowers, and everything. And if there's anything you need, well, you know where we are. Ready?
Yeah! Where are they going?
Oh, never-ending pancakes down at IHOP.
Right now at IHOP, it's the never-ending pancakes combo. 2 eggs, 2 bacon, 2 sausage, hash browns, and 2 buttermilk pancakes. And we keep bringing you pancakes 3 at a time till you've had your fill. When the pancakes are endless, there's no telling how long you'll stay. IHOP, come hungry, leave happy.
Welcome to Toscana.
Good evening. Ready to have a nice dinner?
Today we have the chef's favorites.
It's good.
Yeah, I love it.
Alfredo's great.
The taste of it is really good.
It's very, simple and homemade.
Excuse me, if I could have your attention, please.
I didn't do anything tonight. In fact, I didn't even cook.
Pizza Hut delivered the pasta.
Introducing new Toscani pasta from Pizza.
Rightfully fun at McDonald's. 4 McDonald and Friends with clip-on costumes. And 4 McDonald and tapes. I like to scare myself. 8 to collect. 1 with each Happy Meal you buy. Happy Halloween.
Joe's great.
Yeah. He cares about the rainforest. He's a good listener. And he's into leather.
Get into leather. English leather.
Cooking with Mrs. Dash. We're cooking chicken breasts with Mrs. Dash. It's 100% natural herbs and spices. No salt. Just the good stuff.
Call for more recipes.
Have fun all year long with this year's newest family game. Spin the calendar and land on your lucky day. Make a date with Game of the Year from University Games.
This is the finest automatic camera Polaroid has ever produced. With its transistorized shutter and sensitive electric eye, it will give you a perfectly exposed picture on the spot in almost any kind of light. Automatically. The Polaroid Color Pack camera. Is there any other way to take pictures?
Orders, huh? Look, we can explain everything, I hope. Miss Lane, explain everything. I have to go.
Well, all right, we are reporters, but we just wanted to get an interview. We get a bonus if we beat Clark Kent to it.
Sit down.
When Dave Thomas created Wendy's new mozzarella chicken supreme, other cheeses wanted in, but only one had just the right flavor.
That's the reason why we use mozzarella.
Oh, well, never mind.
Wendy's new mozzarella chicken supreme.
There was a door that opened up, and this cherry picker arm came forward and extended out over the first 6 rows of the audience.
There was an office chair on the top, and it was set in the window of a skyscraper, and I was sitting on the office chair on a telephone like some kind of male secretary.
Here they come, screaming across the sky. It's lots and lots of jets and planes. The greatest collection of aviation DVDs we've ever offered. And through this special TV offer, you can get 2 DVDs for the price of 1. You'll get to see big planes, little planes, soaring stunt and passenger planes, even planes that fly real low. Old planes, new planes, fast planes, slow planes, smoking planes, even planes at supersonic speeds, plus much, much more when you order lots and lots of jets and planes. Each DVD is jam-packed with lots of high-flying, close-up action. This special TV offer is not available in stores. Remember, you can get 2 DVDs, over 2 hours of non-stop aviation action for the price of 1. It's lots and lots of jets and planes.
You can order now and receive a free bonus CD of Jet Plane songs. You must be 18 years old or to call 888-300-3455. Parents, call 888-300-3455. Satisfaction guaranteed. That's 888-300-3455 for lots of jets and planes.
The captain has switched off the seatbelt light. Flight time to Caracas, Venezuela this evening is 5 hours and...
If you like nuts, you'll love Cluster's cereal. Only Clusters has delectable little nut clusters no nut lover can resist. Almonds, pecans, walnuts, and honey crushed into little nut clusters and mixed with crispy flakes. So if you like nuts, you'll love Cluster's cereal.
Brilliant plan to get us inside?
Oh, believe it. So, what deposit box are the stolen diamonds in?
You get us in, we'll tell you.
Wow, that looks beautiful. $300,000.
When the evil shredder attacks, these turtle boys don't cut them no slack.
使っていけば伊藤薫経過10分経過そして1スタンプこれは低空飛行でありますがさあ弾の2スタンプが10分を経過したところでまずは炸裂しましたまだカウントは2つ
Familiar with this type of product? Several years ago, seasoned chicken bars began popping up on store shelves in Japan. These low-calorie, high-protein products soon caught on with young, health-conscious consumers.
Surprise! Hey, what are you doing in my medicine cabinet?
I'm the Pump Man, Aqua Fresh for Kids, the toothpaste made specially for kids.
My very own toothpaste?
Right, I make brushing fun. I've got a zingy taste kids love, fluoride too, and I'm easy to pump and have a neat top.
Hey, Pump Man, hide. Here comes my mom.
Aqua Fresh for Kids. I make brushing fun.
Con toda nuestra gente. Quiero que sea el mejor día de mi vida y no tener la sensación de que me caso a escondidas y que me voy a pasar así toda mi vida como si estuviera haciendo algo malo, Rita.
Yo cuando me casé con Juan fue uno de los momentos más felices de mi vida. Supongo que tiene que ser así para todo el mundo.
He was at the top of the staircase, I'm at the bottom of it, and I looked up and I said, "All right, well, have a good trip." I said, "See you Monday, huh?" And he said, "Yeah, Red, see you Monday." And boom, that was the last time I saw him.
This is the story of how black and white musicians came together as equals to create Southern Soul. A music that would inspire a generation. Memphis, Tennessee, the true crossroads of American music, where blues and country collided to give birth to the rock and roll of Elvis Presley. By the early 60s, the melting pot was about to bubble over again.
If you weren't in Memphis in the 60s, then you missed it. You missed a big party. It went on for at least 10 years. There was music everywhere. All the clubs had live music. Memphis was blessed and always has been blessed, as a lot of river towns are, with a lot of music people.
Now Memphis was going to produce some of the grittiest, most passionate music the world had ever heard. Because this is where Otis Redding would find his soul.
Otis was a power force, coming from a little town of White Oak, Georgia, and who was singing in the little clubs in Macon, Georgia, which was big time for him. His power came from his family, from his roots, from living on that farm, from working on that farm, being born on that farm. He had to get away from all of that, and he broke away spiritually in song.
Otis would have to make a break for the city if he was to make it as a singer.
I love a chicken, baby.
In 1962, Otis Redding drove guitarist Johnny Jenkins to Memphis. They were heading for Stax, a fledgling recording studio where Jenkins had been offered the chance to record and maybe get himself a deal.
Well, that's kind of unusual that she gave up custody of her 2 children because she wanted to be with you.
I didn't ask her, she just...
Well, I know, but don't you find that unusual? I mean, call me crazy, but I wouldn't want to be with a woman that would give up custody of her kids.
On an all-new code-named Kids Next Door.
Remember, Cookie dear, the harder you swing, the more candy you get.
No, number 3, don't! Oh, candy! No, you're hitting move!
Candy!
Stop!
How'd I do? How'd I do?
So join the mayor of Townsville this Friday at 7 on Cartoon Fridays, only on...
Fit. Amen.
Collect presents Politeness Man.
Hello. Being the champion of courtesy, I get lots of letters. Oh, my. Not to mention countless 1-800-COLLECT calls, which I graciously accept. Yet there's always that one person who calls collect the rude way by dialing 0. Here's how I deal with it. Hello?
0 dial collect call for Politeness Man. Do you accept?
Accept what? The exorbitant amount of money I'll have to spend on this call? Money that could go to save the whales, the rainforest, the ozone layer, guaranteeing the children of the world a better tomorrow?
Will I?
My thoughts exactly. Remember, it's 1-800-COLLECT for savings.
行ってきますと桃太郎
Do you have a dollar? Oh, thank you so much. I've not danced in years.
Before completing her studies, Rita must take her examinations. One subject compulsory for all is scientific communism. The best students seem to have learnt all the words by heart, whatever they make of the meaning.
Scientific communism it embraces a lot of certain concepts of philosophy, political economy, sort of political definitions. And therefore, generally speaking, it's a basis for methodology in all science, which defines our approach, the basic approach. It defines our world outlook and the fact that there are certain laws of progress, laws of the inevitability of revolution, the fact that the people are the moving force of history. And if I don't know these laws of progress, I won't understand things scientifically. Let's say, for instance, there are certain theories, like Western scholars of Soviet literature. They claim there's no such method as socialist realism at all, that it's a myth. There's no such thing. And that's the viewpoint they bring to the study of our modern literature, Soviet literature. But we have our scientific methodological approach to this research that is based on scientific communism and philosophy.
Almost all exams in the Soviet Union are oral, but that doesn't stop occasional efforts to beat the system. On her way in, Rita is offered a crib sheet, a common practice.
I'm really scared. What if I fail?
Me too. Do you have any crib sheets with you?
No, nothing.
Take these then. Don't you want to?
Now you're going to be operating in an environment that's going to be simulated. When you go 1097, handle a call the way you normally would. Use good voice commands, try to de-escalate every chance you get, control the situation.
Planning a big night out, huh? How about that new place? Do they serve shrimp? Or mussels? Is the movie a weeper? A creeper? Or a kung fu sleeper? City search it and make the most of your city. Citysearch.com.
Point to someone else.
Three-way scroll, high position visual, sound selective mode. It's a super AV action, Contra. ファミコン用カセットコントラ好評発売中。
Things do. Not for guys like you and me, kid. You just gotta pack up and go.
Clint Eastwood plays director John Huston, a man preoccupied with being a macho man, even when making a movie in White Hunter Blackheart. Much like Mike Nichols' movie Postcards from the Edge, this film, starring and also directed by Clint Eastwood, is a sharp commentary on movie making. The film being shot in White Hunter Blackheart is a real one, the famous film The African Queen, starring Katharine Hepburn and Humphrey Bogart. Eastwood plays director Huston, who is not so excited about this movie as he is excited about the opportunity it affords him to go on location big game hunting in Africa. The Houston character enjoys risking his life and doesn't mind risking the lives of others, including his cast and crew. The Houston character is equally hard with his colleagues about the script of the film. Here he talks roughly with the writer and one of his most sympathetic associates, well played by Jeff Fahey.
John, there are no rules to art.
There are hundreds of rules. Hemingway understood that. That's why he always reduced life to its simplest terms.
And self-involved, to be sure, stubborn, to be sure, self-destructive, to be sure, but a man who nonetheless did deliver in the crunch, whether it was a film or a verbal broadside at a phony. He goes after one there, and there are many others that he attacks in this film. And when he talks in those scenes, I felt that there was some real tension in that room, that he could explode and just take this guy out of commission. Macho is a word that is held...
Hey. You okay?
No.
No. You get used to it. They can't help what they are.
This is where you can mountain bike, you can sail, you can climb, you can hike. I just get like bruises and things. See my bruise? You know, I'd hate to just die being old and not have had any fun. Wow. I live here. Balancing your play, your work, your social life. I'm happy here. But we both need really cool men.
Alan, please, don't interrupt. I'm auditioning Jack for a commercial.
He hit me.
Alan, please, I am working.
I'm sorry, dear.
Now, in the next scene, you say, since you've been using lilac...
Become an obsession with Pete. And a man with an obsession is like a time bomb.
You think Pete's building up that kind of steam?
Well, he thinks he's responsible for that woman's death. It's a lot of guilt to be carrying around.
On a somewhere else bound.
The last 5 minutes. 5 minutes? Ralph, are you crazy? Listen, just listen. Can't you understand? I've just come back from the most wonderful place in the world. And Ralph, guess what? I messed up a sunrise. But that's silly.
Thomas and Friends Wheels and Whistle Sofa. Oh, it's furniture that's fun.
Pull the lever to and fro. Watch the wheels and around they go. Push the button, whistle sound. Hauling all that freight around. And when you've had your fill of fun, push the side and then you're done. Now you've got a place to sit. The Wheels and Whistle Sofa.
The Thomas and Friends Wheels and Whistle Sofa from Marshmallow.
What do they got over there, right? Who decorated this place? Stevie Wonder?
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Hey, look, I didn't know you were allowed to keep monkeys at home.
Red, I think that's a man.
Oh, sorry, mister. Let me see. Hey, wait a minute.
Red, don't be nosy.
What's going on here? You, on the couch. What are you eating?
They look like M&Ms.
In 1972, Meet Me on the Corner got number 5 in the singles charts. So we re-released Lady Eleanor, and that got number 3. We'd moved to London, everything was great. Next on the agenda was another album with Bob Johnson, Dingley Dell.
Well,
I think Dingley Dell is probably my favourite song because it would always get the hairs on the back of the neck going. The chill from that wonderful voice of his.
Was it down in Dingley Dell? And the trees tell us secrets that took ages to learn. We'll tear you down.
We hadn't really been prepared for the fact that it was highly unlikely that Dingley Dell would be as successful as Fog in the Tyne, because it was enormously successful.
Wake up, little sister.
If you'd released Wake Up Little Sister, I think we would have had another hit album on our hands. I was having a chat with Noddy Holder. He says, I'm so pleased you released All Fall Down first, he said. If you'd released Wake Up Little Sister, he said, you would have knocked us for 6 with that, just because it was one of the best songs, he said, I've ever heard. I think Alan pushed for All Fall Down, and by that time he had a bit of power to overrule us.
By early 1973, they were at the very peak of their success. But then, against all advice, Lindisfarne decided to break apart.
I found it very difficult to write whilst touring.
About how hard they'll let you guys practice.
Please, I don't want any more special treatment. I missed all of last season because of the surgery.
The Ewing sarcoma they removed.
Max had a graft done on his femur.
They took some bone from my forearm. Good thing I don't need that for soccer.
Well, I can see from your chart here, Max, that the cancer is in remission.
Yeah, you licked it. Yeah, my son's...
Scott, see, there's another red thing. That's for the garden, too. The corn seeder, it's something you don't see a lot of. The seeds fall down from the bin, goes right down the tunnel, and they drop.
Yes, whenever guys find out I have a cat, they break.
You kidding me? I love cats.
Of course, my cat's not like other cats.
Well, sure he isn't.
He gets so jealous if anyone drinks my Bud Light. Anyway, I'll go get changed.
You're right.
Midnight to 1. It's go time.
Yeah.
Oh, just one thing. Totally no big deal, but you might want to lose the mohawk.
Louis? Yeah, sure. Not a problem. Wow.
Someone looks happy.
Ethan's great, isn't he?
I'll retire to the nerdery with our calculators. We should have something for you by this afternoon.
Hard hats, gentlemen. You get hit in the head without wearing one of these, they scoop your brains out with a goddamn soup ladle.
Hey, look alive, over it! Got this game called Splat? I hate when that happens. Splatting bugs is where it's at.
You make bugs in the Bug-O-Matic. If you don't want your bugs to get splatted, you gotta be the first to get them to safety.
Splatting bugs is where it's at. I hate when that happens.
And the latest appointment setting technology so you'll know when they're on their way.
So, do what this old DIYer did and call Choice Home Warranty now before something breaks down.
Get protection for your heating, AC, plumbing, kitchen, and laundry appliances, and more. Call for your free quote today. Call in the next 5 minutes and get your first month free. 800-393-0726. 800.
Big red mouth.
I don't like what you're wearing. No!
That's why I wear Courtney colored lipstick. It's red, obnoxious, and it lasts.
All time.
You will not do this, Anne's body.
Too late, Charles, too late. I'm here now with all of you.
Fight her, Anne. Cast her out. Fight him. Fight.
No, Anne. Submit to me. He'll murder you as he did me. James was right, Anne. Backward is the them.
The engines of affluence are hard at work. They sort out traffic. They sort out people. How do you do, Mr. 421-294869?
女子プロレスはやはりキックが非常に多くなりましたもんね。そうですね。はい。そしてペニー・ミッチェルを今度は山崎月が捕まえております。そして今縦の乗りを出てまいりました。さあ縦のはペニー・ミッチェルをロープにスカーッとこれは空振りであります。さすがペニー・ミッチェルの回です。さらばと今度はダンプ松本の登場だ。ダンプが行きました。強烈なボディアタックであります。早くも上に来てカウント1であります。さあダンプが縦の乗りを捕まえております。相変わらずのダンプ戦法が今年もまた。
Years old. Well, it's just that the boss. Well, you understand. I'm terribly sorry. I'll get your drinks right away.
Sure.
All right, so maybe you are a couple of years older than I am. But I'm going to help you whether you like it or not.
Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by Hewlett-Packard, working with industry leaders to ensure compatibility across the board and across the network. HP PCs, you're looking at partnership in a whole new light.
Banana plants don't make NutraSweet. Neither do cows, but they might as well. If you've had bananas and milk, you've eaten what's in NutraSweet. It's made from things like those found naturally in good things to eat, like 2 building blocks of protein. Nature doesn't make NutraSweet, but NutraSweet couldn't be made without it. NutraSweet brand sweetener. Just look for the swirl.
Places. Like this place. And this place. Oh, so placey. With so many not-your-house places all over the world, Hotels.com is the best place to book a place.
Just a sample of the fun you'll have watching Space Ghost Coast to Coast, the intergalactic talk show that Road and Track calls sporty yet maneuverable. So join the party. Friday night at 11 and Saturday night at midnight only on Cartoon Network.
Here in Hidden Valley, everyone loves the creamy homemade taste of Hidden Valley Ranch salad dressing. A secret blend of ranch herbs and spices that tastes so fresh and delicious. It could only come from Hidden Valley Ranch.
Cut that out. What's it all about, boy?
I'm a chicken hawk, and you're my victim. Are you gonna come quiet, or do I have to muss you up?
The Looney Tunes Show, starring Bugs Bunny, Saturday morning at 8, only on Cartoon Network.
Models are always starving themselves, and that's good, because then they look all skinny and cool. But sometimes they starve themselves too much, to where they look skeleton-y. Thank you.
Zoolander.
By October of that year, Chicago had suffered one of the worst droughts in memory. Only an inch of rain since July 4th. Every day for a week, the fire bell rang from the courthouse. The fire department was exhausted. On the evening of October 8th, a strong wind from the prairies blew across the forest of shanties and mills at the southwest corner of the city.
Wear it 12 months a year.
Lucky me.
Didn't get the gift you want? Well, on Wendy's 99-cent Super Value menu, you get just what you want. Junior bacon cheeseburgers, chili, hot baked potatoes. You like the hat? Wendy's, the best 99 cents you can spend.
Need some help?
Yes! Did you find the shipwreck?
Not yet. I came to help Ollie get you untangled first. Thanks. I'm glad you're here. Me too.
Skiing sure made me hungry. What's for lunch?
Clam chowder.
Condensed soup? We're adults now. There's a better tasting soup. Progresso clam chowder. It's got more chunks of clams and hearty potatoes. And it's creamier. See the difference?
You're right. This is better.
I told you. So, you ready to hit the slope?
Ready to go.
Maybe now you're ready to get off the bunny hill?
It's time to go to the better taste of Progresso.
Tough day, huh, kiddo?
We're doing fractions and math. And Gracie Gibson kissed me on the playground in front of everybody.
Sounds like you need a bedtime story.
Mom.
Car chases?
Cool.
When your day needs a little turnaround, Blockbuster has 9,000 ways to make it a...
Dan Rather for a CBS News report on a day that changed the war and a war that changed the world. D-Day, Thursday.
See, just a few little things. There they come. There. Isn't that a simple little way of making a gorgeous little seascape? It really works well. This is one that if you give to friends, they'll be delighted. All right, other tree.
Hello, Steve. Welcome to the. I am security. I am welcome to the.
From which I take it that the girl actually exists.
Yes, Sir Francis. Roselle.
In that case, there appear to be very good reasons why she should cease to do so.
Sir Francis.
All that lives must die, as the poet says, my dear Wycroft, passing through nature to its...
Exercising has taken an inch off my waist, but what I've put on my hands and feet. Tough, rough, dry skin. Then I got my hands on pretty feet and hands. It rolled the rough stuff off my feet, my toes, heels, and hands. Got rid of the skin I don't want. Got down to the smooth skin I do want. Pretty feet and hands. Get rid of the rough stuff.
Film that is a whole lot funnier than any of the new movies on this show.
It's all right, darling. All right.
No, you want to win this thing this weekend, you're going to have to play some of that stuff. You live your sweet life, you will.
Hey, nice car you got.
Third fastest car in town.
You want to sell it?
Wow, look at that great giraffe.
Children love animals, and they enjoy learning everything about them. That's why your children will love Zoo Books.
This exciting magazine for children will bring the most wonderful animals into your home. Animals that do the most amazing things. Your children will meet incredible new animals and read fascinating new facts about them. Just think, 12 big zoo books that will show your kids hundreds of amazing animals, many that they've never seen before. Call this toll-free number now. You'll receive a full year of zoo books. Plus, this stunning tiger poster and animal stickers to put anywhere. And you'll even get this extra elephants issue absolutely free. Call now and start Zoo Books coming to your children today.
To order, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-441-2400. That's 1-800-441-2400.
When things start changing right before your eyes. When shapes just seem to appear out of nowhere. When the whole world seems transformed. You've been Tetrisized. Nintendo introduces Tetris. It will mesmerize you. Tetris challenges the mind and puzzles the imagination. No other game can stack up to Tetris. Nintendo.
The new Christmas Lottery Tri-Pack has fun for everyone. For grown-ups, the Tri-Pack contains 1 Super Lotto, 1 Provincial, and 1 Bucco Ontario tickets. Lots of excitement, and maybe lots of money, too. And for kids at no extra cost with your Tri-Pack, an album of original Canadian Christmas music, especially for children. Because Christmas, as everybody knows, really is for children.
10,000 taxi drivers in New York, and you had to pick on me. Now let's see what we're going to do with you. You're a handful and dynamite that getup.
Picture with my new Polaroid Captiva? Maya!
Where's the picture?
Oh, come on, you get down now.
I want my picture.
The Polaroid Captiva. It stores its pocket-sized pictures till you take them out. So pick one up for the holidays.
Those lines, but number 3, I'll go along with you. If number 2, you mentioned the fellow who was who told the story about seeing people with pointed ears. Was he not on our show once? Had you heard that he was on this program?
We dance something like a crackle butt, more like a snack. Oh, there, little square in there, light as air in there. Honest to goodness, it's smackers. Just for you snackers, something like a crackle butt, more like a snack.
To give with style and save at Sears.
Get in the gift-giving spirit with a luxurious fleece or pile robe, now just $22.99 in your choice of wrap or zipper styles. Or warm up the holidays with these great gifts at only $11.99 each. Choose from cozy cotton sweaters, soft velour tops, and colorful blouses. They're on everyone's wish list. So hurry and wrap up a beautiful Christmas.
There's more for your life at Sears.
The strength I needed, the amount I needed when I needed it. Nicorette was personal. It fit me. You know, me the non-smoker. Me.
Nicorette gum helps you fight your cravings, your habit, your way. You can do it. Nicorette can help.
I could do you, even in front of these guys.
I think I'll...
What's wrong, Mary?
Oh, I don't know, Stephanie. I just don't think I'll ever meet a man. Dating is horrible. You never know what you're getting into.
I used to feel the same way, but not anymore. I love dating. I go on dates all the time. And they're always the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? How?
It's easy with the Date of the Month Club. Just look at this ad in our local newspaper.
Wow.
Yes, it's the Date of the Month Club. Just send in this form today. We'll sign you up for the dates of your life with the kind of guys you're looking for. Take advantage of our introductory offer. You get your first 8 dates for just a penny. Look our exciting ad over carefully and pick your men. We've got any kind you're in the mood for. Just select your style. Heavy metal.
Are you the one who put these away last night?
Put the angel up on it.
This is it. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
When you gather around for the holidays, there's no better beer to have around than Michelob. Look for our tree at your store and have a happy holiday.
Shrimp boats in the harbor, quite a fine catch today.
The great taste of shrimp has arrived. Captain D's special 10-piece shrimp dinner. 10 golden fried shrimp, plus fresh coleslaw, french fries, and hush puppies. It's the shrimp dinner you've been waiting for at the price you've been waiting for.
You get more fried shrimp.
It's wonderful. Captain D's, a great little seafood place.
Well, outstanding deal.
$200 more for the Leeches, who now lead by 400 to 200. One more time for $200.
Swish Toilet Bowl Cleaner. It's the thick liquid that cleans as it clings and leaves a fresh-cut fragrance.
From the Leech family.
Mars, the red planet, cold, dry, inhospitable to life. But billions and billions of years ago, Mars looked like this.
They killed 23-year-old U.S. Navy diver Robert Steedham. Before sunrise, they are joined by 12 other Amal guerrillas as TWA Flight 847 heads back to...
What's scary? Bounces and has a face only a mother could love?
Ugly Ball.
You can get one free from Bunker's Chewy Candy by sending 10 outside wrappers to Bunker's Ugly Ball, Box 1197, Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
Ugly Balls from Bunkers.
You'll love them.
Venomous. And that venom can cause pain in humans, and their prickly appearance makes other fish think twice before attacking them.
When they are spooked or startled.
It's out there. People violating contracts, swindling, trespassing, killing, reusing postage stamps, crimes beyond counting. And come morning, some citizen unjustly accused of an interesting one will seek us out.
At the hub, you've got your quota of the critters big and small. Just like Kathy Lee and Hoda, when you wear them, life's a ball. All these animals for purchase in your own peculiar circs. You've got bats and dogs and teddies and this pony in a shoal. So what does that make us? Oh, that's easy. We're Warners. Animaniacs.
The man who lives here is interested in history, where civilization is going, the great things men have done in the past. But his interest is not just scholarly. When it comes to 20th century history, he's been in the middle of it. He was there with the leaders at historic moments of World War II. He was there in 1960 as a moderator of the Kennedy-Nixon debates. His profession and his stature in that profession have kept him at the side of the great men of the world. In 30 years as a working newsman, he's won every major award in the field of broadcast journalism. The man who lives here knows a lot about what's going on in the world. And he knows how to share what he knows with you. He's Howard K. Smith, newsman, co-anchorman on the ABC Evening News.
The magic word, yes. You get to wear this.
A Big Mac?
It's a corsage. I picked it out myself.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You don't have to wear it if you don't want to.
Oh, no, I want...
Did you say that?
Yeah?
Did you say that? Did you say that? Did you say that? Switch on your DNN.
Philips Matchline. Real flat TV with digital natural motion. Get it, or you'll miss it.
Did you see that? Got to admit, it's getting better, a little better, all the time.
Today, folks, people are driving like animals. The turnpike split in two and a turtle shell is making travel impossible for one motorist. Over on the freeway, it's bumper to bumper, door to door, wheel to wheel, you name it. And check your rear view, some blockheads are causing major delays. There's already been one accident there. Now watch out over on I-94. A banana peel is making things a little slippery. And that's traffic.
With two-player split-screen action, you've never been in a race like this. Super Mario Kart, only for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. No wonder the best play here.
Mandy, I'm ravished.
Stop.
Why? I'd like you to meet Mayor Clum and his wife.
Mr. Hurt, your reputation precedes you. I was wondering if
Not a prayer.
Nice meeting you.
Looking on. Jason, and a huge lunch for the pros that has taken place earlier. We'll tell you more about it later. I'm Chris Schenkel, delighted you joined us. The Bowling Proprietors Association of America and Seagram's Coolers. Hope you'll enjoy the show, and I know you will, because we have 5 wonderful young men, 5 great bowlers. They are bowling for a total of $220,000 live this afternoon. The winner will receive $100,000. Immediately following this telecast, it's ABC's Wide World of Sports. Today, the grueling Baja 1000, The grand match coming up. Will have finished fifth. $15,000. Step-ladder approach, as is our format, head-to-head. David Houston on the right in the red shirt will bowl first. He's from Milwaukee, Oregon, going against a great talent, 25-year-old Pete Weber. Pete has been in 5 major championships in a row. Here's Houston. And the 1982 United States Open winner. In Houston, Texas, Husted has opened with a strike. Now at the slim, trim Pete Weber, 5'7", 130 pounds. His first shot. He was second last year in the United States Open. A high hit gets a bad break in the very first frame, Bo.
Chris, Pete told me before we started the championship round he has to stay slow, and as he quickly goes for another ball, he needs to get the ball to the right of the 6-pin, slide it in the 7 to convert this spare. He's had to stay slow, but that can cause him to go high like that.
Wonderful try to convert that split, but to no avail, so it is an open frame as we replay this profile look.
5 times he's made the championship rounds in the last 5 majors. As you see the high backswing, his left arm pulling his left.
It's really, really lovely. A strange one. Could be better. Hope next one better.
Meiji Jingu officials say the shrine is usually crowded with worshippers during the first.
A double pleasure's waiting for you. A double pleasure for double mint gum. A double great feeling, making you realize double mint's the one for you. Double fresh, double smooth, double delicious to chew. A double pleasure is waiting for you. Double mint gum. A double pleasure is waiting for you.
Tastes so fruity. I love it when it twizzles. Twizzlers make smiles happy.
Rupert, you're sitting here. And here's your party hat. Rupert, you'd like to...
Scott Key gives a new meaning to the word courage. He's a top wrestler in his high school despite his birth defects.
Whiz businessman 17-year-old Mark Kranz teaches the old-timers a thing or two about coin dealing.
Down-to-earth Robbie Taylor is a motorcycle veteran at the age of 12.
You will share the experience of being processed and going to jail with these kids in a most unusual experiment.
Play place.
Dreaming of a Disney cruise vacation? McDonald's Big Extra Sandwich could be your ticket. There's still hundreds of cruises to win, so what are you waiting for? Did somebody say McDonald's?
I'll collect for the holidays.
I call my grandmother.
My Uncle Dopey.
My sister Trista to see if she shot till she dropped. Uncle Dave. My brother Alvin.
My sister Elizabeth.
My mother.
See if she sat on the pie again this year.
No matter who you call collect this season, make them even happier to hear from you. Dial 1-800-OPERATOR, only from AT&T.
To talk, he spent all of 1965 in jail and fled to Mexico, living in exile until he was deported to the U.S. last spring. Giancana was linked to an alleged CIA plot to assassinate Fidel Castro back in the early 60s. Once again, the government started pressing Giancana for information, and that may have been why he was killed.
Perhaps his own peers are...
Let's build them all and decorate the stores. Dream builders, dream builders. I build and shop all day, a perfect place to play. Dream
Superblock's Dream Builders building sets.
Quality Records proudly presents the North American debut of a very special double album treasury, Richard Cleveland, From Me to You. Today's most beautiful music, plus the bittersweet love songs of Andrew Lloyd.
Didn't get it right away. Earth Trooper, and would you guys stop it already? Did you ever think that maybe there's more to life than being really, really, really ridiculously good looking? I mean, maybe we should be doing something more meaningful with our...
Jordache has the fit that's right. The Jordache look. The Jordache.
Well, look, it wasn't quite like that. But the CIA people did come out, wearing suits and sunglasses. But they wouldn't help out. Domestic surveillance, counter-espionage, that stuff's, how should I say, not their bailiwick. The FBI wouldn't get involved either. They felt that, look, 75-cent error, it's not worth our time to check into it. So I had to rely on what I knew best, doing science. In science, you gather and analyze data and do experiments. So that's what I did.
He's still here, Lloyd. Okay. He's still here. All right. Give me a second. Get this set up right.
When the hacker stole data from our computer into his, he used a program called Kermit to transfer it. Kermit would send a packet of data and then wait. When the hacker's computer got the packet, it replied, "Got that one, send the next batch." If I could measure the delay time between each reply, then I could calculate how far away the hacker was. In practice, it was a little more complicated than that, because the path might not be direct. The connection goes through a series of relay stations, called nodes. They might interfere with the calculation. I didn't know, but we did the experiment anyway.
1, 2, 3.
3 seconds?
1. Yeah. 1, 2. Right about 3 seconds.
Now see what you've done. Me? You're the one that told her I was out of town. It's all your fault.
Now, just a moment, gentlemen. Let's call it a standoff. Anyone for president of Honeywell and Todd?
Not enough light to see what's out there in the night? You need Bionic Spotlight from Bell & Howell, the wireless solar spotlight that's motion activated. The solar...
Our Pizza Hut Big Flavor Dipper Pizza is almost 2 feet of pizza.
Whoa.
You're gonna need a bigger car.
We're gonna need a bigger family. We're gonna need a bigger game room.
Not in this lifetime, Manny.
You're gonna need a bigger everything, except a wallet. The Big Flavor Dipper Pizza, almost 2 feet, 4 flavorful sauces, and a free Pepsi 2-liter with online orders. Just $12.99, only at Pizza Hut.
To travel faster than any space traveler has ever traveled before.
How fast?
17, 16, 15. Faster than, like, the fastest thing you've ever seen.
You're saying maybe we've got a resource we ought to look into.
Is that what this has been about? Have you been walking me through the rest of this just so you could ask me that?
Don't get mad at me. I'm just doing my job. If you know a better shortcut, let me know it. If you think there's any chance you'll talk to me,
You told us you wanted a truck with more playful performance. So for the all-new Dodge Dakota, our engineers matched quick ratio steering with a precision-tuned suspension, making it a blast to drive. Now, when Dakota responds precisely to your input, you'll know it's because we did too. The new Dodge Dakota. It's full of surprises.
I'm gonna get in there and help her, okay? Oh, right. Tell Doug what's funny about lettuce.
What's going on?
Oh, man, we had a fight. She wants me dead.
Man, sorry. That's rough. Can I flip on the game?
A dinosaur.
Ah, I should have known. Do you like dolls, Melinda?
Maybe.
Maybe? You're not sure?
I can't remember.
Listen, you know what's coming up next is a pretty little gal, and you can just stay here and we'll watch and listen as she sings one of her great songs. Miss Dolly Parton. Here she is.
Or at any other time during that morning, did you have the occasion to visit the workshop of the defendant Carter Gilman?
Objected to, Your Honor. The question is leading and suggestive, and a deliberate attempt to make the witness testify against herself.
The court is inclined to sustain that objection.
Your Honor.
Some glow-in-the-dark bags. This is the best costume ever. I'm a pirate. No. Spaceman? No. Ninja?
Is a real letdown from the other one. You know,
There's no
one of the
script
things
here.
that, no, there isn't a script, and there's no inspiration either. One of the things Chevy Chase needs, I think, is strong direction. And when he gets it from a director like George Roy Hill, who made him perform and play a character in Funny Farm, then he's good. But too often he just wants to be in a movie as if he's guesting on a talk show, you know. And it's his job to kind of look at all the other characters and their funny comments and their strange behavior and make wisecracks about them. He's got to be willing to be in the movie if we're going to be willing to be interested in it.
I also think he needs a script. I mean, it's funny to play off of it, but he needs some kind of basis. Our next film is called Slaves of New York. It's based on the best-selling short story collection by Tama Janowitz about a bunch of young women who are, in effect, she says, slaves to the young men they live with in Manhattan. The film trashes the contemporary art scene in New York City with everyone on the make, everyone trying to use someone to get represented by a successful dealer. For example, there's Bernadette Peters, who lives with a successful young artist who pays more attention to another young woman.
Why can't you paint those missing paintings over again?
When would I have time to do it between now and next week?
Don't you have an assistant who could help? I could probably help.
You can't even glue a feather on right.
No, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah? Maybe. Are you sure? I mean, we'd have to work all night.
At a hair salon, Peters gives a... He's living with someone else.
How's your relationship?
It's fine. Fine. There's one small problem.
Please. Is that all?
Well, all you had to do was ask.
Well, these are uppers.
Well, that's okay.
Why, sure it is.
Here.
Well, gee, thanks, Fred.
Welcome.
Oh, there you are. For that? Well, I didn't know what you were
Thank you. I'm glad you don't mind.
I didn't know.
Wait a minute. These tickets are uppers, too.
Please memorize the preamble to the Constitution.
Who is Moby Dick? 500 words Thursday. 20 different species of insects.
Who is Moby Dick? Oh, well, great. Just wondering I'd eat more words.
Forsake you, gonna rape you, let's forget you better still.
We need to just be kids. When you call right now and give just $19 a month, only 63 cents a day, we'll send you this adorable blanket as a reminder of the journey you helped me make and the journey you're helping other kids make too. Please, do me.
Play and Unscrewed every weeknight starting at 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific.
That's it. Flip to the right. Oh! Oops.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Nothing gets to you, staying fresh, staying cool. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Fresh goes better, Mentos fresh days. Fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
Possible way, you definitely don't want to miss that one. It is
Oh,
gonna be great.
I will not be missing that one. I want to see it again. I was sad and I was like, oh man, I'm not able to see that again. But it's so cool that you have these new installations, updates on things that people absolutely love, and that you're getting these unique experiences coming in 2025. If someone has never been to...
If you can't decide between Hardee's chocolate and Hardee's vanilla, now you can have them both. The cool twist cone, only at Hardee's.
Let me take you back. Because I'm just about as weak as you are. Oh, Anna.
Goodbye, Danny.
Let's say goodbye, baby.
I'm David Berman. Well, I can give you an answer right now. He's not going to do the script. And I'm Andy Dick's personal assistant.
The Andy Dick Show premieres Tuesday, February 27th at 10:30.
I've never seen anything so thick. Me neither. Sure is good. Good? What's good about it? It's so thick. Well, why is that good? You can hardly see through it.
Hershey's Big Block. So thick, so good.
I like it thick. That's nuts. No, it's not. It's milk chocolate.
Hershey's Big Blocks. So thick, so good.
Desde el llano estacado. ¿Quién? Los tejanos, eran muchos. Los tejanos.
We should have never let ourselves be chained.
I would rather be chained than shot.
Soldiers ain't nothing but boys. I expect we...
どうなるかアットクラッシュ早くもやられましたこの辺りは JD エンジェルス誠に鮮やかなコンビネーションだ一気に飛んだ山崎が飛びましたそして立野が飛びました
Favorite review, World War II pilot Mel Gibson traveling through time in Forever Young. Al Pacino barrels through a wild New York weekend in Scent of a Woman. And Robin Williams stars as a whimsical inventor in Toys.
Tough day, huh, kiddo?
We're doing fractions in math. And Gracie Gibson kissed me on the playground in front of everybody.
Sounds like you need a bedtime story.
Mom.
With car chases?
Cool.
When your day needs a little turnaround, Blockbuster has 9,000 ways to make it a Blockbuster night.
How about another story?
Yeah, I got one. With boys kissing girls.
American Dream brings us home. Just getting those stories out there, that can be a very powerful thing.
World. Breaking through.
Unbearable. That's what it is. Unbearable. I hate Qantas.
Now, you can...
So that concludes this part of the training session for Keebler Fudge Shop cookies. Any questions, fellas?
Chocolatey cookie cravings? Go to the Keebler Fudge Shop.
Greetings!
Salutations!
Welcome!
Good afternoon!
Hi.
Why, thank you. And hi.
By order of the Zaz, the Unabridged,
King of Dictionopolis,
Monarch of Letters,
Emperor of Phrases, Sentences, and Miscellaneous Figures of Speech,
we offer you...
There's something going on at Burger King this summer. Something spectacular. Something magical. Because this summer, we're welcoming some special friends from Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame, heroic Quasimodo, beautiful Esmeralda, brave Phoebus, lovable Hugo. Your kids can collect all 8 toys, a new one each week, one with every $1.99 Kids Club hamburger meal. The Hunchback of Notre Dame celebration. It's big, it's huge, and it's only at Burger King.
More than 23 years ago in Italy, and I know authentic Italian food inside and out. But creating new pasta dishes, that's my passion. One thing I would never change is my pasta. It must be pasta barilla, always al dente. Never clumpy or sticky, firm yet tender. Perfect every time, every dish.
Barilla, Italy's #1 pasta. Always al dente, always perfect. And try our authentic Italian pasta sauce.
The only direction you can go from there is down. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Where did I get the money for all this? Well, let's just say I had a windfall.
Well, that's fantastic.
Let him do his goddamn dance.
He was always like the outcast of the outcasts. Once you're the outcast of the outcasts, then how do you actually fit yourself into the world? You really don't. You kind of like have the world spin around yourself. That's Flavor Flav. And I salute him and respect him for his free-minded self, although it has to be tapered when it comes down to a team.
The group was a real clash of characters, but somehow it worked. Record sales climbed into their millions. They performed alongside established acts like LL Cool J, Run DMC, and Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Their success gave them a platform to preach their politics to a large audience of both blacks and whites.
Everybody say, fuck the racists. No. Y'all gotta say it with some attitude. Say, fuck the racists.
Controversy in the rap world. We brought racism, white supremacy. We put it right in the face of white people and say, this is what we had to deal with all our lives. Here's a mirror. Check this out. Oh, okay, I understand. So now the dialogue is started.
But their detractors countered it was Public Enemy who were racist, inciting hatred rather than promoting equality.
I consider this motherfucker guilty. I'm gonna ask y'all, is he guilty?
Somebody's gonna come out and say, I'm separatist. You know, it's absolutely crazy because what rap is doing is bringing everybody together. That's why you hear the bad news about rap. I mean, this only comes from a white supremacist viewpoint that they don't want to see.
I'm Green here at Muscle Beach. We're going to show how new Right Guard Extreme Sport works even under the most extreme conditions. Look, extreme protection against odor and wetness. Goes on clear and it doesn't quit.
New Right Guard Extreme Sport. Get extreme. Get Right Guard.
On you.
Like you stand a chance.
Dude.
Light up all ether screens and start the lottery.
Good evening. Live from EtherCon. Well,
first time in years. The legend returns.
TV's big dealer, Monty Hall.
Welcome to the all-new Let's Make It In. Monty and the Madness shine in prime time.
What's behind curtain number 3?
Are you ready?
It's Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the album. Featuring new music and mixes from Backstreet Boys, Spice Girls, Sugar Ray, Aqua, Chumbawamba, The Cardigans, Matthew Sweet, Pure Sugar, Melissa Joan Hart, NSYNC, Plus songs from Ben Folds 5, Britney Spears, 5, Phantom Planet, The Murmurs, and Robin.
This looks over here, Ty. We've got it all set up in our refrigerator. This could be in our pantry. This could be in our crafting room. This could just be out on the counter. It's beautiful, but look at those gorgeous purple colors. And the one thing...
See you. All right.
Months of age receives an oil dividend check. They averaged $1,000 per year during the 1990s.
Little Bill? Little Bill? Just doing some repairs up here.
They killed one of them cowboys.
Taxes the good people of Acme Falls to the point of poverty. It's up to 3 brave orphans to save the day. Cartoon Network's Cartoon Theater presents Wacko's Wish, Saturday at 7.
Basically, the game is a series of intense psychological tests that prey on a participant's weaknesses in an effort to teach him about himself, teach him to confront his demons. Douglas doesn't realize this at first as he and a waitress he's met.
And look, Kate's on the hood of her car.
So, Kate, how does it feel to be a part-time member of the Global Parcel family?
It's mind-numbing. I figured the whole thing out in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, isn't it great? Sometimes I'll space out for like a...
Pine Lake. 3 friends. 3 pair of Wrangler jeans. Everybody's comfortable. Even the fish. Wrangler. Real, comfortable jeans.
Announcing the totally new Cadillac Fleetwood, the state-of-the-art in 6-passenger luxury. From the Fleetwood 60 Specials 22-way power assist seats to standard anti-lock brakes and V8 power. Decidedly, the most discriminating automobile in its class.
Spring is here, and to make sure your car takes the change of seasons in perfect stride, stop by your Napa Auto Care Center now for our spring specials. Look for the sign of quality car care. Napa.
Behind you. Come on, Squawk. You gotta climb down. Are you sure you can't fly? You're not. Take it easy. Calm, Dragon. Calm, Dragon. Uh-oh. Watch out below! Climb faster! Keep her calm!
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Oh, you'll think of something. Nickelodeon magazine, please.
Don't let Old Man Winter slow you down. Take Hall's Defense with vitamin C. It's a full-day supply of vitamin C. Hall's Defense, a powerful defense against winter. Get Hall's Defense and get going.
Experiencing something of a 7-year itch on the show.
I know.
You know, we're family here, Francine, and we're so pleased that you've returned to the family. But in every family, there must be a balance.
Larry's...
The drums of war are beating. No man can be trusted. What happened to Dorcas? I put poison in his mutton.
Build an army. Trust nobody. Fire Emblem. Only on Game Boy Advance. Rated everyone.
Kid. Walt Disney Pictures presents Warren Beatty.
Make a note, Pat. They
waive their right to a phone call.
As Dick Tracy.
Aren't you gonna frisk me? Now that's what I call a date.
I think Tracy drives you crazy, doesn't he?
When do we get Dick Tracy?
Everywhere I turn, it's Tracy, Tracy, Tracy.
This summer.
Most important thing for rock dust for agriculture is the fineness. The problem in this natural park is that not only the big trees are dying, even the young trees died about 5-6 years after being planted here. And in these 5-6 years, these trees had a very small growth. You see, this is the growth of the first 5 years of living of this tree. And 1983, we brought first time the rock dust here. And every year, beginning from 1983, you see the much bigger growth of these trees until 87. This tree was at 7-8 years at this height. In the following 4.5 years, the tree reached this growth. The problem in this place was that from air pollution from a copper industry very near to this place, the soil and the air was so polluted that experts thought to take away the whole soil and to bring new one to get a new forest. And we wanted to demonstrate that only with a small quantity of rock dust, the pollution.
Well, in checking the score this morning, we find that there was one incorrect vote from our panel, and we count the hung jury vote as one incorrect vote, so that's twice $100 for a total of $200, gentlemen. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye, and God bless you.
What's there to do?
Nothing.
Did that yesterday. I miss Wheel of Fortune.
Could I tempt you with a little Gamecom? Games on demand.
Are we allowed to demand?
Wheel of Fortune!
Get my right wing!
Casino game! You win casino game!
Ooh, a touch screen! How divine!
Arcade classics in the 500.
I hear Gamecom.
I'm out of here.
Gamecom, the ultimate portable gaming system.
You will never see the Underverse. He will kill us both before our due time. I say give Riddick his chance. If he is half of what you think, he can at least wound the Lord Marshal. And that...
That piece is mine! No, it's mine! Would you guys stow it? That should be easy for heroes on the hinge. Tap shell, the storage shell turtles. Well, back up! Why, you're right! The storage shell opens to reveal an assortment of wacky weaponry. There's a specialized arsenal for Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael. Pretty handy. Especially when the foot strike, then the turtles can reach back and really shell it out. Yeah, we got our rear ends covered. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. From Playmates.
Is it number 2 or is it number 3? Which one, Catherine? Number 3 is frozen for the moment, then. Show us number 1. $515. Show us number 2. $325. If number 3 is more than $515, you are a winner. Show us number 3. $367. Come back, Catherine. We'll be back after this message.
Stay tuned for more pricing games and the fabulous showcases which are coming up on the second half of The Price is Right.
By the mid-70s, 20 years after its birth, rock music had started to take itself very seriously. In Britain, the predominant trend was for progressive rock, performed in vast stadiums and released as concept albums. If it wasn't at least 20 minutes long, it wasn't worth playing. In America, many of the successful musicians of the 60s had by now settled into comfortable Beverly Hills lifestyles, playing music for the all-powerful FM radio. Typical of such bands was the Eagles, who came to epitomize the radio-friendly California rock sound. At its most powerful, rock and roll had appeared to offer a way of life.
Single. She's funny, funky, and wild. Who is she? Jody Messina, live on the CMA, CBS, Wednesday, September 23rd.
Minutes it lights the center of the sacred chamber. Perhaps this was the moment when the souls of the dead would be transported to the afterlife via that mysterious ray of life-giving and life-taking sunlight. The Irish countryside holds the secrets of Ireland's first inhabitants and the mysteries of their ancient rituals. Back
from here.
Probably get you to Miami. Leaves about 6:40.
There's nothing sooner?
Not on Christmas Eve.
All right.
I'm Rick Titus, the host of Drivers Talk Radio. Looks like you're having a lot of trouble with your caravan.
Oh, see, it weighs a ton.
Let me show you this Ford Freestar.
Sure.
I think on a daily basis, you're going to find this a lot easier to live with. Come check this out. Just one hand.
Okay, I'm depressed. I just bought that caravan.
I understand. Here's someone who helped me when I was really depressed.
Therapist?
No, actually a Ford dealer. Come on, I'll help you with that seat.
The all-new Ford Freestar. If you haven't looked at Ford lately, look again.
Another wild card and you can commute.
And number 26.
Could be. Wouldn't it be fun if it was? Not a match, so the board goes back. Walt.
Number 11.
11.
And number 19.
The silver craft, if that matches. No, 180 pounds does not match it. Pat.
And number 7.
7.
And number 19.
19 puts $100 worth of pounds on your side of the board, and these two puzzle parts into view, Pat, with some clues in case you want to make a guess.
No.
It's early. Two more.
Number 3.
3.
And number 24.
What are you going after? All right, the silver object on your side of the board. Now you've got a good list of prizes, Pat. Look at these two puzzle parts and tell us, if you can, what it says.
No.
Well, it'll be your turn when we come back, but that'll be in 1 minute. We want to take this minute out for this message with good advice in it. Watch.
The first time I met my sister's fiancé.
It's a great little place you got here.
He was intelligent.
Naturally, I became a neurosurgeon.
He was charming.
To eternal beauty, may it illuminate your hearts forever.
Oh.
He was really starting to bug me. And I felt like telling my sister that this guy was not a bad guy, really.
Ladies that are in the background, they're scheduling, they're putting up with nice and not so nice people.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I think I've run into some of those people.
Yeah. And, you know, the things that they do that we don't talk about, that they...
The most famous fighting game series, The King of Fighters EX, Nail Blood, Game Boy Advance.
Marvelous entertainment.
Crois-tu être un héros? Il se passe des choses bizarres dans le monde. Au secours! Elle compte sur toi.
Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, revient sur Game Boy Advance. Maintenant, on peut jouer à 4.
Prochain arrêt, Hyrule!
You ever been out on a date before?
Sure, lots of times.
Okay.
All right, stay with us. We've got a great show, and we'll be right back.
Saying to the country, we have to do something about poor Americans. We're the richest country on the face of the earth, and we've got to do something. Every time I vote for a Democrat, I want that Democrat to have Martin's spirit about...
Gave away Ross's biggest secret, and it will change their lives forever.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Next, friends.
Friday at 7 on Home Team 43.
Concentrated, and you have medium tannins, good acidity. It's perfect with food.
Yeah, think of it as the Norma Desmond of reds. It's expressive, it's full of character and gusto.
Okay, now what do you pair this with? We're doing this popcorn, it looks like.
Yeah, this wine really is great with Italian flavors. We love to do an herb popcorn. It's sort of one of our signatures. So in this case...
の消耗した感じですね。膝もサポーター巻かれてますけどね、やはりああいう攻撃を受けますとね、ちょっと動き封じられますね。そうですよね。左下にサポーターが巻かれております。大上で一転してフライングボディアタック。この当たりがうまいところであります。そして今ロープに振った。さあ今度はどうか。ジャンピングニーアタック。さあ得意技が出ました。もう一回ジャンピングニーアタック強烈であります。いやーこれは完全に左の肩の当たりに決まっております。トップロープに上がった。さあ長堀勝つと危ない一気に飛んだ。キックが入った。ミサイルキック命中であります。そして上から抑え込みに入る。さあどうか。いやー体を真っ赤にして懸命にこらえました。今のは強烈でしたね。一気に決まるかと思いました。しかし長堀顔を真っ赤にしてこらえております。さあ今度はダブルアームスープレックスの体勢に入りました。大技を連発いたします小倉由美。さあ気合いブロックも後ろに投げてました。なかなか綺麗なダブルアームでしたね。
Fumble it away, and the isotope is safe.
I told him not to bug me.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. From Playmates. It's the evil Foot Clan's mutant module. Shredder and his henchmen have used it to drill into the underground gold vault. We're here. Can they just drive in and take whatever they want? Why not? Because Splinter and the Turtles are hovering nearby in their turtle copter.
Hey guys, something's afoot.
Shredder's getting away, but with the turtle copter's punching skids, he's a pushover.
It's foot washing time.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. From Playmates.
And now let's meet our next team of challengers.
One of these ladies is a medical doctor who sometimes...
We imagined the whole thing.
Sometimes the abnormal can seem normal or paranormal. Curious, sir?
Right-hand lane, he struck on it every time, left a 10-pin on the one shot he didn't strike, and really put the hurts on Drobenek here.
Almost repetition. 4-6-7 for Warren.
The nice thing about Warren's, though, is he has only a 7-pin split instead of a 6-pin split. If he knocks over the 4 and 7 pins, he would still lead in the match by 2 pins, which is very, very important. So go for the 2 on the left. Fast feet caused this. He pulled the ball. He knew it. He says, please stop. Don't hook. Trouble.
Ball speed of 22 miles per hour on that shot. Chris Warren, 115 pounds, 5'5".
The situation as we come to the 10th frame, the scoreboard tells the story, is almost identical to the match play situation when John O'Drobenek threw a double to defeat Walter Ray Williams Jr. Chris Warren leads by 2, but he cannot shut out John O'Drobenek.
That's disgust. Can't blame him.
No, excellent shot. Solid 10, but it seems like things happen like that after you make a major mistake in a pivotal situation. As Chris looks sideways as the scoreboard, the best he can do is 185. A Drobenek would need a strike to win in a good count.
Chris Warren looking for that elusive first title. 6 years, a member of the PBA.
It's important that Chris Warren get 9 or a strike on this ball. That would force John O'Drobenek to get at least 1 strike. If he gets 8 or less, O'Drobenek can spare and strike and win. It's a major difference. He'll have 2 shots at it instead of 1. That's good enough right there.
All right. Chris Warren with a 184. Watch this reaction.
9 is as good as a strike. Well, kind of a sarcastic reaction to
make a weekly light show. Yes, it's quiet out there right now. No lights, no rain. Here's a look from our Columbia Tower camera overlooking Seattle, and it's pretty mild out there. 42 degrees is where we're currently sitting. It's comfortable, it's normal, it's seasonal. As we head into the next couple of days, we are going to bring the rain back into the forecast. Today was our...
What do you expect, dog, Mama Cass?
Watch Johnny Bravo and the Scooby-Doo gang together in Bravo Dooby-Doo, Friday at 8 on Cartoon Network.
Now listen carefully. These are not on my desk by tomorrow morning. Signed by Angie's father. You will pay for these commercials, and then I will sue you for breach of contract, fraud.
The home of the pizza.
Tell you what, mate, I'm knackered. Knocking off at the end of the day, girls with long blonde hair. Winning a pony down at the dogs and having a good swear. Doing the walks of the land before a bunker full up with coal. Jelly bills and cockles, on top of scoring a goal. Having a salt in every pool, a Turkish bar, and a pint of courage best. That's what I like. Standing here, having a beer, he knows how to pull a pint the best. Now listen here, it's lovely and clear and stands alone from all the rest. It's screaming gold and really a classic. It quenches your thirst. You ain't brassy. It's smooth and smashing, tasty and great, and drawn and handsome. Cheers, mate. It's courage best. That's what I like.
Imperial, famous brands doing famously.
1-800-826-2000 for your free catalog. That's 1-800-826-2000 to pay up to 50% less for a great night's sleep. Just call 1-800-826-2000.
Scott Chesner, Channel 5 meteorologist.
All right, what can I get you? Let me get a double espresso latte, half decaf, medium foam, and just named Dutch chocolate, okay? Thanks.
I'll have an Austrian goat milk cappuccino with a touch of Madagascar cinnamon.
Ordering the right cup of coffee has become quite complicated, unless
I'll have what he's having.
all you want is the richest coffee in the world. Just look for Juan Valdez. 100% Colombian coffee. Anything else just doesn't sound as good.
Red, why am I getting sawed in half and not you?
Look, we're both made of milk chocolate, but you're the M&Ms with the peanut inside.
Does my health plan cover this?
Sure. Ah! See? They love you.
Both of you.
He is a tireless promoter of these attractive fish.
So, Kawada-san, do you actually keep goldfish yourself?
I've been keeping them for 60 years.
Now, the most successful comic book series in history is on home video. Marvel Comics' X-Men, a heroic band of mutants. They do what must be done, and they do it with style.
Refreshing feeling of Wrigley's spearmint gum puts a sparkle in your eye, a spring in your step, and makes things lots of fun. It's that little lift from Wrigley's spearmint gum. It's that little lift. Come on and get you some. That clean, fresh taste Wrigley's spearmint's got. That little lift that means a lot. It's that little lift from Wrigley's spearmint gum. It's
Take note of anything useful, and if you can, get us a clean visual on the gunman.
Copy that.
Presidential hopeful reveals his cabinet.
My cabinet will be filled with honesty, integrity, and real satisfaction. 9 lives. What would you expect from a finicky president?
Vote 9 lives, a more satisfying choice. We're back with 70,000 miles on a Plymouth Acclaim and a Dodge Spirit, the lowest priced 6-passenger cars in America. Again, we asked 200 drivers to compare them with this brand new Honda Accord for comfort, performance, and overall superiority. 117 out of 200 preferred the Acclaim and Spirit overall. We were blown away by the results, and so was the Accord.
And may no misconduct in any of us tarnish it. And may humanity, after victory, be the rule of the fleet.
In the spring of 1943, the British Council, which promoted cultural links with other countries,
Disney proudly presents one of its most beloved characters.
Geppetto!
Geppetto?
Signor Geppetto.
Drew Carey stars in a classic adventure, seen through the eyes of Pinocchio's father.
The storm actually helped people from the city appreciate the music a bit more. I think after the storm, some type of way, we got a lot of young musicians that just popped up out of the blue. I have no idea from where, and they're influenced by the Preservation Hall. It's really crazy. Like, every time I come back, I'm seeing some new musicians.
Follow me. Stay close. I've got to go through the nut shop.
Just polished, like in any river anywhere.
To think we're 3,000 feet above the jungle.
It's amazing. Tell you what, you head that way, I'll head this way and see if we meet up again.
Okay.
Down another passage, Bob finds a rock slab with fossilized sandbars
an indication water flowed through here long ago.
And there's us, Cigna, a business of caring.
You're watching The Pretender on NBC.
Tuesday, Frazier swept off his feet by a bold new love, but he's still all man.
Oh, Sam, they're beautiful.
So what's the problem?
For the first time, you find yourself in the more submissive role. What on God's earth are you talking about?
What he means is, you're the girl.
Find out who wears the pants, NBC Tuesday.
Yeah, hi, baby. How you doing? It's me. No, I'm just closing up, so I'll meet you at the spa, yeah? I'll call you back.
Minutes ago.
We're able to show people real weather.
When severe weather threatens, turn to Tim Deegan and the 12 News Storm Team.
Don't look, but you're totally getting scoped out right now.
Seriously, where?
Don't look. Been staring at you for like 20 minutes.
What, that? That's the money you could be saving with Geico.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Locked up. Where the hell that trash can go?
I'll get that for you.
Okay. What are you doing? Uh-huh.
Well, that was easy.
The booking app I used didn't have...
Beneath Stonehenge, the team sends the Prince of Darkness
The evil one.
to stop a pagan sacrifice. Mission Impossible. And Melissa Gilbert, George C. Scott, and Jacqueline Bissett in a story of one of today's most heated issues.
I'm having an abortion.
Choices, Saturday.
Computer Chronicles is brought to you in part by McGraw-Hill, publishers of Popular Computing, the magazine that gives readers an understanding of the technology and applications of microcomputers and software in office, home, and classroom.
Who are you, Orstat? Who are you?
It's not supposed to be this way.
Why these members of the United States ski team prefer Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine.
I came down with some mean cold symptoms. I was congested, I was tired, I couldn't breathe through my nose. I took Alka-Seltzer Plus and it helped to remove those cold symptoms.
I've got a number of guys that are depending on me, and I have to be out there the next day. And Alka-Seltzer Plus really helps me do that.
Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine. Fast, effective relief for tough winter colds. Try Alka-Seltzer Plus night.
Rich, dark, blend 37. A blend of strength.
From Laboratoire Garnier Paris in cinnamon, plum, and copper. Expression, a gentle color gel. No ammonia, no peroxide, that's easy to apply.
You know what drives me crazy? Those old women who play like 5 machines at once. I say, back it off, Granny. Give us kids a chance. Anyway, you said that Kelly mentioned something about tents or tent poles.
Do you believe in ghosts?
This is the night when fear and horror walk hand in hand.
This is Black Sabbath.
Lying to us. The world is coming to a sorry pass. All right, here is the affidavit, here is the story. I, Father James Moran, am a Roman Catholic priest. I run a parish school where I teach a highly unusual course I am a unicycle instructor. This is part of the regular physical education curriculum and is a required course. The unicycle, or one-wheeler, is the most difficult to ride of all wheeled conveyances. It requires coordination.
Friends who hadn't thrown the phones away because they weren't suspects in a murder, but because they were able to look through their phones, they were able to find this message that could have and should have deleted itself after 24 hours, but because one person, one of their friends, had kept hold of the message.
No. Yeah. No, not this yet, bro.
The fastest starting camera of its kind is here.
Yes, it's happening right
The
now.
new Nikon Coolpix S610.
I don't know why. No, they don't think I know.
Speed makes it amazing. Its lens makes it a Nikon. The new Nikon S610.
I'll send you copies. Oh!
Get your pics onto Ashton's Nikon at ashton'scoolpics.com and check out the Nikon P80 with an 18x zoom.
132 in Bush. I've got him at gunpoint. Okay, gunpoint 132 in Bush. Covers code 3. Team 10. Okay, we'll still send it code 3.
Are unlike anything else that's ever happened in pop music. They stand completely alone as this weird little oasis of some new form of music. All sorts of things mixed together to make, well, a kind of music that he and she invented, actually. If you listen to them now, you think, boy, they were really ahead of their time.
It was a very personal relationship.
So much pain.
What if you could just put on a signal relief patch and live life with less pain? What could that change? Now is your chance to find out how.
There's no special thing that anyone does when they're under the influence. I find a lot of people straddling.
Show. Everybody says I'm a girl that knows all the answers. The only trouble is, no one ever asked me the question.
Titanium white. Mix them together just to thin the paint. That's the only reason. Little phthalo blue. Just a little touch. There we are. So we have liquid white.
Moldering, and they get this flavor. This is some hickory, and it's going to just start smelling like Nolans here in just a few minutes. Smelling good over there, hey? All right. So that's how we do that. Now, you know, another big thing used that I like to use is, you know, we talk a lot about like rosemary.
Saturday.
Tracy Ullman show is coming up tonight. Let's talk to people who've seen her live.
I'm so excited! I think it's exactly like the old Saturday Night Live used to be.
Oh, she's incredible. She can sing, she can dance. My friend kept saying, she's as good as Carol Burnett. Forget it, she was better than Carol Burnett.
Tracy Ullman show is coming up tonight, right here.
This is the Claw. Nothing gets in its way, because the Claw beats roadblocks with wheel-splitting reaction traction.
It can take on anything.
The Claw. Batteries not included.
Hey, it goes where it wants.
And whatnot, and there's no digging, and that's all there is to it. Pretty amazing. Next, this is the W fan. It's the wearable, portable fan. You just put it on, like I'm gonna.
But a Discover card? No, we don't do that. Remember, there's always something more to discover.
We all want the same thing, clear skin. Well, big news. Neutrogena Oil-Free Acne Wash gently cleanses deep down into pores, helps get rid of the acne you have now. And, ta-da! Helps prevent future breakouts. Neutrogena Oil-Free Acne Wash.
C&R. C&R Clothiers, that's all it costs.
You're kidding me, right?
No, I'm not kidding. Why would I be kidding?
Yvonne! Okay.
That's your name, huh, Yvonne?
Yeah.
It's before you lost it. Come on. Guy had a nervous breakdown. 6 months ago. He's not that guy anymore. Give him a break.
What are the chances he freaks out the minute we walk?
I'd put it at 50-50.
Can you figure out the cost of a long-distance call?
We haven't studied that yet.
What do I look like, a mathematician? You don't need to be a math whiz to save with Sprint Cents. It's the simplest long-distance calling plan yet. Just 10 cents a minute, every evening, every night, and all weekend long. Call now for Sprint Cents and you'll get an extra bonus, up to 100 minutes for free.
Okay. But what are you going to pay for a minute of long distance to someone, oh, say, 3,000 miles away?
50 to 60 cents a minute.
80 cents? No, not with Sprint Cents. All your state-to-state calls are just 10 cents a minute for a full 12 hours every weeknight and all weekend long. And Sprint Cents couldn't be simpler. There are no calling circles, no confusing percentages. And remember, if you call now, you'll get up to 100 minutes free. Sprint will even switch you for free.
So let's review. What are you going to pay for long distance?
10 little pennies.
A dime a minute.
I'm talking 1 thin dime.
Very good.
Call 1-800-913-9741.
You know women.
Why do you want to see her, Max? Dr. Daniel wants to have Maggie for lunch. I mean, he wants to invite her. Well, you can tell Dr. Daniel.
does. Isn't that nice? Hey, Maggie. Yeah. Come here.
That flavor. Accent makes blah vegetables delectable in just a shake. Accent wakes up flavor. Flavor you'll never taste any other way.
On Start TV.
Next person online, please.
Good morning, Phoenix West Bank. How can I help you? Whatever it is. Oh, look.
Where were these photos? These are absolutely
This is
beautiful
great.
and green.
You know, all of this collection going into 2025, spring and summer, was all inspired by Greece. I went there with my husband about 1.5 years ago, and I said, that's it, we got to take the kids. And we rented this.
To studio.
Pump it up.
Studio line pumping curls from L'Oreal.
Pump up natural curls.
Pump it up.
Wake up a lazy perm. Studio line pumping curls.
Bedtime isn't always dream time, but all it takes is a little magic. The Disney magic in the Dreamtime Carousel. At bedtime, different musical moving picture shows. Mickey, Donald, Goofy, and Minnie. Dreaming the night away with the Disney magic you can trust. Introducing the Disney Dreamtime Carousel from Mattel, bringing imaginations to life.
Tonight on Channel 3 News at 11, a celebration marking the 50th anniversary of the independence of Israel sparks some tension at a local university. And what could be the most dangerous job in America? The answer may surprise you.
Plus, it's a new non-surgical solution for those who suffer from lower back pain. Then, a panther abandons its cub, and this pooch steps up to the plate to play parent. Tonight at 11.
Fantasy 携帯機完全移植計画ファイナルファンタジー5アドバンス
hospital wing, sir. For Madame Pomfrey.
Oh. No. Severus. Severus is who I need. Wake him.
They're always trying to impress me.
Hey, China!
They think big muscles are all I care about.
Hey, China!
The truth is, I like brains and brawn.
Hey, China!
That's why I love the man who takes Stacker 2, the world's strongest fat burner. It's a safe, smart way to burn fat and get an extra boost of energy.
Stacker 2, the world's strongest fat burner.
Eddie Murphy's back. In the comedy hit of the season. The critics are cheering. This is the Eddie Murphy we love. The Eddie Murphy of Trading Places and 48 Hours. Same cat. His best performance since Beverly Hills Cop. A zany, irreverent laugh-a-thon 10.
I'm madder than a Baptist in the Bronx.
Don't miss the funniest Eddie Murphy yet. The Distinguished Gentleman.
Put your hands together!
Rated R. Now playing at a theater near you.
Mike, let me ask you something. Do you think you can play another part? A part of another guy?
What is that? What do you want me to be? Strong and silent?
Yeah, be strong and silent. Hey, well, I'll be a girl. Mike, they're the same thing.
Well, I mean, that's your hang-up, man. Not mine. I mean, I know where it's at.
Were you ever a strong and silent girl before?
Have you ever had
my down there.
So you're taking this space back is really what's happened here, right?
We don't have to follow the colonial model that was set in front of us.
Yeah.
We can really understand the teachings and learnings of our ancestors and start to bring that back and do it through this food.
Introducing new Velveeta slices.
What you got there, little brother? Velveeta slices. Velveeta comes in slices? Maybe I'll have one. Oh? Roger, if you'll trade me, I'll make the bed. I already made it. Want to try my roller skates? They're pink. How about if I don't tell Mom you used her purse for second base?
New Velveeta slices with a taste you just wouldn't trade for anything.
For more information on how to have a happy holiday, visit the Subway near you.
That's the wildest thing I've heard of.
Oh, I ever hope to.
Why the uproar over Tropicana Twister's new cranberry drink?
It's outside the mainstream.
Cranberry, raspberry, strawberry, the latest outrageous flavor from Tropicana Twister.
Oh, one.
Christmas, Merry Christmas. What'd I get her? I've got it.
Oh, boss, isotoner gloves. They feel so great.
Merry Christmas, Mom. You'll never guess what I got you. Isotoner gloves.
Isotoner gloves. Always the perfect fit. Always the perfect...
X. Anybody? Anyone?
What?
I'm sure this is just a power outage.
What's going on?
Wednesday, on a woman's place. You came home and found your man in bed with another woman. So you shot them both and had a male friend help you drag their bodies down to the river. Now it's 3 days later, and it's time to get on with your life. We'll show...
Called Almost Live versus the Northwest. Now, if you'd like to be in the audience for this special show, please call our ticket line at 448-4556. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Promotional consideration for Almost Live provided by Pizzeria Pagliacci, featuring traditional and gourmet pizza by the slice. Pizzeria Pagliacci, rated Seattle's best pizza.
free and feel. Feel how splendid you are with Vanderbilt, the fragrance created by Gloria Vanderbilt. Let it release the splendor of you. Vanderbilt.
Nobody has more, nobody sells more. And right now, you can get summer truck discounts of up to $5,000 off. The sizzling summer Get Hot, Chill Out, Save Now summer sale at #1.
Touch that dial and your history.
No, trust me, compadres, you'll really dig it.
That sounds like a food fight. Deep dish pizza, to be exact.
I'm calling you out, dude.
Go ahead. Make your move.
Raphael, Michelangelo, what is the meaning of such...
of material meet so closely that they can actually cut through things, whether they're knives or axes or swords. The way I think of them is that the edge is the true technology.
I can't understand why this coat doesn't seem to fit. I just bought it. There seems to be a message stitched inside. Occupancy by more than one person.
6 strikes in his victory over Mark Williams, now his first of the semifinal match.
Smart move by Leroy. Cuts the hook down. He's playing the lane. He says, hey, the track characteristic that we were talking about is coming through as you look at the grip of Don Janela. A 5.5-inch span using a urethane bowling ball, has a strike up.
Don Janello's picked up by the wireless microphone he's wearing. He'll take the Brooklyn.
Janello, textbook style, has that shutter 4.5-step delivery. Look at that head, nice and steady on the target. Locked elbow. Look at the position of that right elbow. Wrist nice and flat. Good long profile. Stretches through, pulls this ball, crosses over to the Berardi side of the lane, the 1-2, as we've seen Joe Berardi use that side of the lane to win this tournament one year. Now Janello trying to capitalize.
Come on. That man, originally from Long Island, now has a 3-bagger here in our semifinal game. For Bornhop, a strike up. He'll be shooting in the third. He can cut the lead to 10.
Leroy Bornhop picking up the spare, as you see, the Atlantic 500, which is a great, great race. Speeds over 170 miles an hour, Chris. Exciting. Ricky Rudd, I like to watch him running that race.
And the NASCAR point leader, Neil Bonnet, going for his 3rd victory of the year. That's tomorrow, an exciting day. ABC Sports.
Now Leroy up, 4th frame, 2 strikes working, can cut the lead of Janello's down to nothing. It would be an even match with one more strike.
Now one of the most unusual strikes we have seen anywhere, but he'll take it. We're going to take a break right now and be back.
On March 28, 2006, the Las Vegas Hilton served the world's largest buffet to more than 850 people. The spread contained 510 dishes, including 40 soups, 100 salads, and 150 desserts. Mega meals will return on Modern Marvels.
Morning, Jack. Can you sign this? What? It's 50th week.
Why?
Because for a limited time, we're serving diner melt combos. Classic 50s food like a sourdough patty melt with grilled onions and melting cheese and a frosty chocolate malted crunch shake, served with your new natural cut fries.
I am not dressing up.
Oh, Jack, you're such a square.
No, I'm not.
Sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la.
If we all scream for ice cream, imagine what we'd do for a new hand-spun Frosty shake. They're blended by hand with sauces made from delicious ingredients. Does that sound good or what? It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's.
Well, folks, I guess we know who's champion now.
That's all, folks.